Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. You okay? I'm okay. Welcome again to another show with El Zimo. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? All right, this is show number 2 in our five show quest stream. So if you like Quest 2, then stay tuned because we're going to be doing some of that stuff tonight. A couple of things. All right, we're going to be doing hand tracking. You guys know what that is, hand tracking. I've got a new scene, by the way. Shaboo! This should be, well, it's much nicer when there's not just a black abyss, but we'll look at that a little bit later on. How's it going? Revolver, Chill, Lita, Dark, Farm, anything, Nocturnal Wolf, and Serial. Serial had to ask me a special question about Quill. Maybe we'll download and try it, but I just got a warning that I was out of storage when I was loading apps, so a few of the apps didn't make it onto the device. The ones that did, it's like the Darwin Awards, right? So we're gonna do those. So that's it. Hello from Texas. Hello, Brandon. I think I've seen you before. If not, then there's a doppelganger who's been hanging around these parts. Again, remember I told you yesterday at the start of my streams, like my body's like drink water. Straight away, I'm just like, I have to drink. All right, give me a minute. Oh yeah, out of storage already. Yeah, but it's okay. I'll talk to more about that later. So, 2 things we're going to be doing. 3 things we're going to be doing. So on tonight's show. So first thing we're going to be doing is hand tracking demos. So I'm going to switch on hand tracking. We're going to see how it goes. I haven't rebooted the headset, so if it gives me any funny business, well, naughty, naughty little Quest 2. But I think it's basically to switch on and go. I have done hand tracking stuff before, so a lot of this is refresh from what I've done before. But you might not have seen it, and you probably haven't seen it on this show without a horizontal screen tear. So that should look nice and slick for you tonight. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to do some SideQuest apps, and I like the SideQuest apps in particular. We might get into a shooter, so that's why I've got my rail out, but we'll see how that goes. Any questions you want to ask me about the quest while we're going, just hit them up with M in front of your message. I'll demonstrate what that looks like. M goatee cheese. There we go. And then Belle will read it out, and I'll hear it, all that kind of stuff. So, yesterday we answered the question.
Goatee cheese.
There you go. So yesterday we answered the question about which headset size might be right for you, depending on the type of person you are. So go check that out if you want.
Is the default strap really that bad?
The default strap is not really that bad. I am totally fine with the default strap. I think it's getting a lot of negative press unnecessarily. I think people are just like, they're accustomed to a balance that's different. I would equate it to the Go strap. It's basically just a different shape and design, but I would say it's as comfortable for me as the Go strap right now. Yeah, maybe slightly less, but like micrometers less. There's no problems with it I'm experiencing right now. I think the number one thing is going to be cleaning it, but because it pops off, I think you can actually put it through the wash. I have yet to test this. Plan is maybe do that in a future video or something like that. Okay, for those who are watching this as a rerun, if you're watching this on YouTube because it's recorded the night before or whatever, and you're watching it sometime in the distant future, see the date up the top. This is a previous recording. This was a live show. So if you're asking me, why didn't you edit all the funny bits out? That's not what this is. This is a live show. Show up for the live show next time. Thank you. But thank you for watching. Thank you yesterday for all the attention you got. We got like 90 concurrent viewers. That was pretty cool. And I think it was like 1.2K views over the last 24 hours. So that's nice. That's really good. Right. Third thing I'm going to touch on. This is the dicey one. This is the one that... This is the special one, okay? So I'm going to talk about influencer bias. So basically, is getting free stuff, like I got this free Oculus Quest 2, something that influences people? What have my personal experiences been in my 6 years streaming VR? And answering all of your questions with that. I've gotten a couple of pointed comments over on the F Reality podcast that say I'm really biased toward Oculus, and I'm going to explain that. I'm not claiming I'm unbiased. I definitely am biased, but I don't think it's for the reasons that some of you think it is. And I'm just going to lay out the facts, answer your questions. So that's like an open house on influencer bias. Now, with that said, I'm not going to be taking questions about other people. So if you ask me about somebody else I know, either from the past or current, I'm not going to answer those questions because I'd only be guessing.
Angel 3 says, "Oh, story time with Uncle Zim."
But if you want to ask about me, open book. I'll let you know what I can, okay? So with that, let's go ahead and get in, and we'll just go ahead and do that blah, 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 blah. It says, if you're on the Guardian setup, what happens when you cover one camera, then two, then three? Juan Pablo, we can test it. Bit of a weird one. All I can say is, I literally walked in right at the end of the stream. Well, hey, we've got 4 more of you this week, so plan your life accordingly, I think, Dark Angel. And let's go ahead and get into it. As I said, I've got a couple of different scenes. We're going to try some stuff out this week that's different than before. So let's see how we go. All right. Now, I am definitely looking forward to this. And there is, that running smooth? Smooth enough. I think I saw a jerkiness. This is something I wanted to try out. This is just out on Oculus TV. I wanted to try this because this seems really cool. This is a David Attenborough thing. Oh, this is neat. All right, we're gonna do this first.
If you ever thought that animals with superpowers were the stuff of science fiction,
or is it
it's
limited
time
to
to
Steam?
think again.
Yeah, I'll
Because
show you some desktop
Canada
stuff later
is
with
full of
virtual
them.
desktop. Some,
In
not
the
all.
skies, in the trees, and in the undergrowth, superpowered creatures
Okay.
are all around us.
This is
Ian
a
Gamble
180.
says, with the
Bugs.
Sennheisers is the 3.5 port on the
You
right
may not
speaker
notice
aim
them,
to wire
but
to
there
the
are more
quest.
bugs in a
Yeah,
single
so
square
this is
mile of
supposed to
forest
be.
than there are human beings on Earth.
This is supposed to be 8K,
And
streamable
their
on the Quest.
amazing
It's looking pretty sharp.
have to be seen to be believed.
This is a new David Attenborough feature. As I said, it's only on Oculus TV.
Some fire clouds of boiling chemicals.
No! Francis!
Creatures can glow in the dark,
Karen?
make themselves invisible,
That's my substitute teacher.
and even transform themselves into something completely different.
Don't ask me who that was.
Welcome to a world whose inhabitants are even stranger than our fictions.
Really not. I think I'm stranger than most of these bugs. Okay, that's sweet. Holy cow. That's super
Our
super
planet
micro. Look,
is
you can
home
see the
to
detail on the
over
wings.
1 million species of arthropods.
Welsh Saucy says, hi Zim.
In the rainforests of Australia, green ants live in groups of up to 500,000.
This is kind of neat. We're watching this as like the intro, and then we're gonna get into
These
hand tracking.
communities have small beginnings.
I wanted to get a taster for what this stuff was like.
This is a family of green ants.
I hope the audio's
These
good.
ants
Rippable
work
says,
together
I
to
think their
build a
bitrate is low
home.
on Oculus TV despite it being 8K, not
They're
100% sure.
superb acrobats.
Yeah, I wouldn't call
and can
this.
stand on each other's backs to make living bridges.
I wouldn't call it 8K because I had an 8K or a 5K install from Henry
To stick
from
these
Carmack
leaves together,
a couple years ago,
they use
and it
their
looked
own
definitively
super
sharper than
glue.
this. But I thought I'd just show this a little bit. We're not going to
White
watch a whole
bundles
episode.
These adult ants are carrying are babies or larvae.
But if you didn't know, this launches today. Series of 5.
Juan Pablo
Episodes.
Gutierrez says, are you going to play hand
Only
tracking
larvae
games?
have the ability
Yes,
to
hand
produce
tracking
the
games is the
glue
first thing we're
that
doing,
the
Juan.
adults need.
See, like that looks pretty sharp. It's really
To
interesting.
get the babies to produce this glue, though, the adults
Oh, what
must
are they
first
doing?
tickle them with their antennae.
Farm D22 says, how are God rays and light glare?
Wait, what?
Also screen door effect, please.
Holy
Then
cow.
it's time for a spot of super strength.
God rays light glare, no problem on either farm. There is a slight text blur every so often. Like I call it a ghosting, but someone jumped on my case yesterday for saying that. But that's what I would, it's like a repeated image, like a trailing off of the text sometimes into the lenses, which is different from
A single
Quest 1.
colony can build hundreds
What else
of
did you
nests
say?
like this.
screen door effect. It's the first headset where
After all,
I
every
can't see
super
screen
team
door at all.
Needs a base.
it's just like a headset blur, if I want to call it that. Kind of like what the G1, the original HP Reverb headset had. It kind of had this like like a blur effect
Most
to it.
ant
But
colonies
even in that, I could
thrive
see the screen
because
door.
their members have a variety of skills.
Just a reminder, I haven't seen a G2 yet
Quality
myself with my own
RP
eyes.
says, what is the best way to view
without
media from
Finding a
PC
mate
on the
and
Quest
produce
2?
billions of young in a single summer.
Home media on the, I would say virtual desktop.
female
There's a few other
aphid
apps.
can do just that. She can produce live young without a male.
You can produce
And
live
all
young
are
without a
exact
male?
genetic copies of herself.
What?
She can produce more than 10 clones every day.
What
each
the hell?
with its own babies developing within it, even before they are born.
Farm D22
What?
says,
Their
wow,
aim
that's
is
awesome.
to colonize
Thanks.
as many of the neighboring plants as possible.
Holy,
By the end of the summer,
But-
one female may have spawned an army of as many as 600 billion genetically identical aphids.
what? Holy shit.
But as winter approaches,
What?
the plants die.
Leader 999 says, would you
Without
say
their
it's
food
close
supply,
to 4?
the aphid army is soon wiped out.
Fucking hell. She's like a 3D printer.
Though not for long.
Popping out copies of herself, who already have copies inside
As it
those.
grows cold,
What?
aphids stop producing live young and start producing eggs. Because eggs can survive the cold.
This is baffling.
Come spring, the eggs will hatch and the
Well,
cycle will
Pavlov
start all
Gutierrez
over again.
says, Athrativa Mexico.
And then,
From
once
Mexico?
again, the aphid population will explode.
That's insane. So this is a pretty good video feed. The next episode awaits. Oh, is it that short? Okay. Well, they got like spiders and stuff like that. By the way, one of the things that they changed about the headsets, which you probably won't just directly be able to see so easily, is that the volume button. Oh, you can't see it there. Maybe here. The volume button here. Or sorry, the volume button on the top. No, on the bottom. It's good for your thumb and stuff. Hang on. Let me get out of this. I know you can't see. Please, David. David! A little bit of a breather, David. Please. Please. You're fucking with me too much tonight. Too much. Okay. So, we're going to do hand tracking and stuff like that. Yeah. SLR going to look great? Well, unfortunately, wasn't able to sideload it. I'll have to get an APK and drag it onto it. Haven't done that just yet. Let's see how much space I freed up. I killed a couple of things yesterday.
VR Boomer is struggling to find that volume button, lol.
Yes, it's kind of true. VR Boomer. Thank you. I've got a new nickname now. I feel so good. All right, 6 gig free because I deleted a couple of things that I wasn't going to need, like Jurassic World and Robo Recall, which we tried yesterday. So I just freed up that space.
Leader 999
Whew.
says, would you say that vid was close to 4K?
Yeah. The thing is, when you blow it up and it's in front of your face, like it's quite a. So, the camera that they use is clearly good. The stream bitrate isn't like so incredible. Now I just want to see something here. Let's see. Want to make sure that this is smooth. Yesterday I accidentally streamed in 40 FPS. We are now upgraded to 60, so things should be a little bit smoother than they were yesterday.
Have to get back to pharmacy law. Have a good stream.
Good night, Farm. Yeah, go back to Farm Law. Good on you. Okay, so what we're going to do is hand tracking. For those who don't know about hand tracking, it's actually still an experimental feature. So you go over here and you go blip, 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 blip. That's not it. Where is it? Feck it, I forgot. They actually have changed it, haven't they?
Dark Angel 3 says,
bollocks.
what number do you have your eyes set to?
What number? I'm on a number 2. Yeah. So all I see is poo. No, that's not true. Hand tracking, here we go. So that's the auto switch between, that's fine, blah, blah, blah. Everything else is good. So, a couple of things. We got Elixir, Waltz of the Wizards. This has been upgraded and has new lighting and stuff, so I figured let's give that a shot. And it's got a hands-free edition, which I thought would be interesting. Now, for those who don't know already, I am wearing a glove, right? Fingerless glove. I'm curious how the hand tracking will go with that. It should be okay, but, you know, my hands aren't the exact same, so it's kind of interesting, as I said. Now, if you have any requests as we go through the night, just like the previous nights, just shout, and I'll try to do the best I can. You can do whatever you want. Hand tracking SLR would be an idea. Yep. How much free space does the headset have.
Wolfgang says, how small can you set the Guardian?
You can turn the Guardian off completely. Let's have a look. Okay. You see? It doesn't like a glove on my hand. So actually, for the purposes of hand tracking, I think what we're going to do is take that off. All right, let's see here. We got to learn first how this works, you see, because I'm not. Now, people often ask me, Zim, why do you wear a single fingerless glove? And I never give them an answer. Okay, so palm up, thumb out. Was this teleporting? I mean, you can see the kinds of, let's see. Okay, see touching? Doesn't like touching. No touching. Thumb.
Rubable says, no, Zim is naked.
That works pretty well. Yes, that's right. Thank you. They didn't used to be able to do that so well. Yeah, 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 yeah. See? Hand tracking. Right? Yarg! Disappears. Now, Oculus Home menu. Right? Other thing. Those are the two buttons that you have. Other than that, I think we're pretty much good to go. It's got nice dexterity. It didn't have to, like, this has improved significantly.
Says,
Cross
the
them?
real question is why the rest of us don't have a single fingerless glove.
That's the real question. Exactly. You see? Exactly. Who said that? Who's the genius? Who's the genius? That's Baggy. Of course it's Baggy. Right. Palm up, thumb out. Right. Stopping. Throw your hands out. Stop! Wait. Like that. Up. Like that. Running. Make running motions. What? Make running motions. Like this? It's not running. Okay. Presence control. Telepath waits when you physically move. Telepath waits when you physically move.
N0
So I can walk around
W0LF
as well.
says, hands in air, wave them like you just don't care.
Like that. I guess. Like that. So we're just going to try a whole bunch of stuff anyway. Bloop. Also, the population 1 thing was dropped, so we can play some Pop 1 if you want to see what that's like. Just shout. As I said, this is all up to you. It's configurable. That's the point. I'm doing 5 shows. This is the second one of 5. Telepath offers step and smooth options. I like Smooth Loco, so let's do that. So how do we do it? Show me again. Boop. And then we just bloop. Locomotion. Smooth. Telepath smooth.
Welsh Saucy says, it says running motions, not mashing potatoes, ha ha.
Hey, what do you mean mashing potatoes? Excuse me. I'll have you know. Alright, what do we got? Experimental. That's fine. Finger accessibility. Allows you to link movement of missing fingers to other fingers. What? So if you're moving a finger, if you lost a finger, that's sweet. Microphone reverb. Adds an in-game reverb to the microphone input for greater immersion. Hell yeah. Let's do that. I love experimental features. This is cool. Discord opens in browser. Yeah, we don't do that. Okay, I think we're good. So if you haven't seen Waltz of the Wizards, it's kind of like a spellcasty game. Go on. Come hither. Hither? What's that? Hand tracking is still in beta. Remember that you can always use your controllers. I wish I could take that knife out. Just go stabby, stabby. This is still cool. Now there's another Oculus app called Elixir, which is quite good as well. Now, tell me, do you prefer this setup or do you prefer the other one that we had? Oh. Come, my pretties.
Why are you using 2 ingredients of the same kind?
Sorry.
Try another type.
Got you. What? Oh no. This place is pure evil. That's gonna be annoying. I don't have a deep enough voice for that. It just sounds like an annoying substitute teacher is calling my name. Timothy? Did you do your homework? Okay, so that's a little bit difficult, but you can do the cupping. Boop. Whoops! Nope! Eyeball! Hey, 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 hey! Oh god. Okay, I gotta turn that off because that's gonna get fucking annoying. Come on. Right, what was that? That was experimental. And goodbye microphone reverb. Thank you. That's better. Okay, we need to get the eyeball. That's a friendly looking dude, isn't it? Okay. So, yes, hopefully things are all right. But again, if you want to get a message through to me, just am in front of it for those who are new. And we're just going to go, one thing at a time. Here we go. Up. Whoop. 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 Feck. Okay, I've learned one thing. Die with the force. I don't know how to... Lightning! Straight up? Like that? No? No, I'm not sure. I need to learn. All right. So what we can do... Oh, so you just paint your way with your finger. That's kind of really weird. This is really bizarre. I don't know how I'm supposed to grab objects. Maybe if I just pinch? There we go. That works. Okay, that's gross. Okay. Let's, yeah. So you can just kind of walk your way over. And this is... Put the werewolf hand in it.
Had I not put a rejection spell on this pot, Master,
Sir Vagabond says,
you would
you
have
seriously
exploded.
can't just grab objects.
Palpatine is weak, young Padawan. So weak. I know, I'm trying. So wait, what am I supposed to put in there? Can I boing this? That's really satisfying. Anyone who's ever done... Oh! What's that? Hold sideways? What the fuck? Hello? That's bloody weird! What's going on? Woo! What is this? What is that? Oh.
Dark Angel 3 says, slingshot.
What the feck am I doing? What the hell? Okay, this is bizarre. Aha! Ah, take that. All right. Eyeball. Gem.
You seem distracted, Master. There are 3 types of ingredients. Use one of each.
Dude. Hello? Oh shit! What? That was got to be a special ingredient. Fuck it, where'd it go? Oh, wait, hang on. We can make more. I'm just trying to learn what we do in this. Is that barrel explosive? Maybe. Hi. Big guy. How you doing? Ha ha. Okay. Can we touch the hot coals? Oh wait, what's this? What is that?
Nice try.
Weird. So there's spells, but I'm not really sure. Like, what do we do with the... There's money. What is this? It's like it's music? Okay, a little bit of music. Little furry dwarf bits. It's clear magic. It's an eyeball. I really don't know what these things do. Hello?
Bryant Foster says, pour one of the liquids into the bowl as the third ingredient.
Sweep the eyeballs up. Oh! Can we ride it? Can we ride? No, come back here! Shit. I'm not sure what's happening. What was the third ingredient? You were saying something. Your granddaughter would love this? I bet so. Pour one of the liquids into the bowl. Oh, okay. Again, I just wanted to take a jaunt around. Let's see. It's gonna let me? So you got a hat, various vases, trophies, nice night sky, weird dragons, an urn, any dead Egyptians in there? Nope. There's a rat. I'm just looking at everything. Sight. Oh, those are the things I'm supposed to be doing, right? What is this? EAG FC2. EAG FC2. What is this? Okay, that was hidden. A night sky. I'm just trying to figure out all this stuff. Like, what's going on? I was a bit mad. Got a whole bunch of things on for later. Various bits and pieces. We go until... What is that? We go until the... It's gonna hurt me. That's pretty cool. What is that? That looks like poison potion.
Riverbull says, is
Pretty
this
cool.
Skybox better than Squadrons?
The Skybox look better than Squadrons. Yeah. Yeah, Skybox is not great in Squadrons. But, you know, Squadrons does a lot of good, so we're not gonna...
Dark Angel 3 says, burninate the countryside.
What the fuck?
Burninating all the peasants.
No touchy. What the heck? What was that about? This is like a puzzle or something. I don't know. Alright, I don't want to spend that long on just one app. This is Waltz of the Wizards, if anyone's wondering. Waltz of the Wizards. I don't know. One of the two, and that's what it is. So, anyway, let's get a drink. The menu for tonight, hand tracking apps, classics from SideQuest, and a little bit more of this stuff. Alright. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about... Is that it? There we go. Alright, so we're just going to say, quit that guy. Alright. It's cool to do without hands and stuff. That was done. I can show you Elixir. Elixir is like the Oculus version of that same thing. So let's go to Elixir. Go ahead and give that a shot then as well. Yeah.
Leader999 says, what headphones are you using, mate, and do you think they will fit the Elite strap well?
Liana, yes, absolutely. If you look out, I've got like an 18-minute video specifying everything I know about these headphones and why I think they're the perfect match for Quest. They are noise canceling.
New apprentice,
It's the
place your hands on my rune of judgment, rune of qualification.
So Sennheiser HD 450 BTs. Sennheiser HD 450 BTs. Great. I use them all over the place.
Let me teach you a
Use them for everything.
teleportation spell. I find it so much easier than walking. Hans will instruct you. Hans. Hans!
Hans!
There you are. Now, do as Hans does, apprentice.
I thought so.
Focus on that block.
I got you, Hans. I love how it claps. Blah, 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 blah.
Inspired. Let me get the door for you.
I love this. This is such a cool app. It's a short app, but it's fun.
Teleport yourself beyond the door. Brilliant.
Then it loads the next section. We're on to it. Is it any better than Quest 1 or is it the same? You mean is the headset better? Oh, hell yes. Yeah. It's great.
Enter. Feast your eyes on a sorcerer's
You got a Quest 1.
creatures of
Sell
the
your Quest 1.
underworld
Get the Quest 2.
obey my command. Oh, ignore him. Pudge, leave us.
Pudge! Hey!
Leave us, Pudge.
Pudge!
Shoo, 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 shoo. No, fine. Might as well say hello. Oh, kiss Tummy and he'll leave us alone.
Oh no.
Ah, the science of alchemy. Submerge those healthy hands into the cauldron and let's see. I see you know what you're doing. Ooh, let's do something about that awful smell. Do you see that tall fiery thing on the table?
Eh?
Nothing to be afraid of. Just place one of your hands on these burning flames.
Oh yeah. Sure, no problem.
Now that's an obedient apprentice. Touch a candle to light it up. Much better. Don't worry, these flames are only dangerous to humans. Oh, right. Wash your hands in the water. Ah, that's good and clean. Now, see those electrodes on the counter?
What electrodes? Oh yes.
Use your... You know your way around, don't you? Now squeeze your fist. Brilliant! You're going to love being my servant. Apprentice, I'll just pop down to the archives for your starting paperwork and... Oh, you see that box beside the cauldron? The one with the eyeball? Don't poke it while I'm away. Be right back.
Oh, hey.
Here we are. It's a page. Oh! You underhanded apprentice! Those mischievous eyeballs will ruin my contraptions! Get them!
Get them.
Oh! I'm sure it'll be fine. Ooh, how enlightening.
Shit, what's happening?
Try grabbing the spears now.
Whoa!
A mechanical marvel.
Leech 999 says,
I don't remember that.
so does Quest 2 play nice with Bluetooth headphones?
Pretty cool. Sorry, a little bit loud. Whoops. Does Quest 2 play nice with Bluetooth headphones? No. You have to cable it at the moment. But the specification for XR2 has aptX support, which these headphones do have. Low latency Bluetooth. So, I'm really hoping.
Oh, how rude.
What'd you do? What they doing?
Pinching those bellows attached to the purple candle should be interesting. Heavens! You've opened a malevolent rift. Those claws of yours could cut that rope like butter.
Peace, yo! Oh, yeah. Oh, give me two.
999 says,
Oh, but
thanks, Sim, I
The
didn't
demonic
realize you could
handbook is
hardwire
in this
those.
season. I might have to get me a pair.
Yeah, you can hardwire these and they come with a cable that's perfectly, it's a square end and it really ties in nice to the headset. I really recommend checking my video on it. It doesn't have loads of views because, but they've also got a version of these that's in white and it looks just amazing. It like couples with the Quest really well. I couldn't buy it because I already have two pair of the same headphone.
All been caught.
Poke! Look.
No, not my firebug collection.
You can just like... There!
Oh, my hidden potation. It's still a bit raw. Doesn't appear perilous at all. Stick your hand.
Christian M says,
Oh!
is the hand tracking
You
on
like
Quest
this
2 better than on Quest 1?
Do you?
You gotta say, this is cool. Like to have... What is that? What's my superpower? What's my superpower, damn it? I don't know. Got wiggly hands.
Do you see any more eyeballs around?
What is that? Any more eyeballs? There's one. He just died.
Where have those eyeballs gone?
Stuart
How many are
445 says,
left?
hello Zemothy.
Hello, how are we, Stu? Hello.
Oh, and now you've got Irving making a mess.
There's an eyeball over there. Poke him. Oh,
Stuart 445 says, I'm good, how about you?
this is cool. I've never played the entire thing.
I suppose you're a decent enough apprentice. You can start at my earliest convenience, mortal. That'll be in 331 years.
I guess that's the end. I failed the job application, clearly.
Before you go,
That's Elixir.
could you sign this non-disclosure agreement? Pretty standard stuff. Go on, grab the pen and sign. I'll just file this in the archives. See you next time, apprentice.
Dark Angel
I'm
3
sure
says,
you can
signed Jim Sock 5.
handle it.
She's fun. What a nice lady. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Yeah.
A new apprentice. Place your...
We're good. We're done. All right. Now, we're going to do a couple of other things. What are we doing on battery? 68%. Not bad, not bad. So we're cutting into thirds. All right, where are we going? We want unknown sources. Hand physics lab. Let's go. So we've done most of these things, but I thought I'd just show them off, because if you just bought a Quest 2...
445 says, oh yes, I said your name wrong, Jim, I am sorry.
Hands, not detracted. What is this? Move to the center of your play space. Boop. Welcome. For best hand tracking, have enough light, keep your hands in sight, avoid touching your hands. Okay. Activating flash. Okay. This is experimental, we know. Thank you. Alright, we're going to go from bottom up. Well, there's transparent skin. So there's various different options.
Rock says, Zim, what are you using to capture the display?
Yeah, like this. I'm using something called screen copy. What was that? Gravity, safety. Lock hand if bad tracking. Okay. Axes, status.
Stuart445
bones.
says, bottom up, oh you're that kind of guy.
What is this? That's the size of the hand? Holy shit, that's huge hands. Whoa! Alright, let's go for big hands. Wait, max. Whoa! Feckin' hell. Oh, look at these hands, man. These are big feckin' hands. Oh, I can just... Oh, feel my fingers. Oh, yes. Oh, this shouldn't be allowed on YouTube. Oh, no. What is this? Okay. Let's go for hand slicing.
Stuart445 says, you know what they say, big hands, big something.
Right. So you wouldn't want to, like, lose a finger. Oh, no, it's okay.
Christian N says, can you compare the hand tracking to Quest 1? Is it better?
It's dead. Is the hand tracking better? It seems a little bit tighter, but I wonder if that's a software thing. And not necessarily. Wait. This isn't good. What am I gonna do? I got no hands. No, there we go. Better. Okay, I need to go back to the normal size hands. Where's that? These hands are frigging massive.
Johnny says, how does the FOV compare to Vive and Quest 1? Slightly larger.
Quest 1 slightly larger.
Smaller.
Quite slightly larger, I'd say. Marginally larger, like 5 to 10%. Not like, you know, maybe bigger than that, but I'd have to compare it more directly. I think it's just because it's a more comfortable headset. What do we got? Typing. Hello.
Johnny says, and to Vive.
Oh, Vive? Original Vive is terrible. Like, but in terms of the size, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with him. Puppet. Useless machine. The heck? This is always... Okay, I don't know why I play this game. You frustrate the feck out of me. I'm going back to a different app. It just always, like, it's not good enough. They try to do... It's fine. It is what it is. Hand space. Let's try that. We're just going to do a couple things. OG Vive is definitely early VR. Yeah, it's like... It's way... Oh, no. Oh, no. Not this one. Not the blue hands one.
445 says, how's Karen and the kids?
This one messes with your hands.
Dark Angel 3 says, love the music here.
The music is good. This is so bizarre. You gotta do this. If you get this game, if you get the quest, like fucking weird, man. It's so weird. No. No, it's backwards. No. I'm not doing this. No. No more. I
Johnny
can't.
says, how is the controller's tracking compared to Quest 1?
How's the controller tracking? It seems better, Johnny, but hard to tell. There was an article in ours that said that it wasn't as good or whatever, and I don't know, I don't buy it. All right, let's see here. Let's try. This one's like a HoloLens demo that was ported, which I always find really fun. So, like, go over here and you're like, what happens? You're like, you're kind of like, it's fucking weird, eh? Okay. Let's try. There's just a few of these that I like trying out. Oh, this is the pus one. Oh, lovely. See? Pus. And you get sticky goop on your hands. Okay, I think we're almost done.
Says, I'm guessing reaching behind your back still doesn't work.
Reaching behind your back? No. But it comes back pretty fast. Sorry, I didn't draw my Guardian back far enough. That's annoying. Hang on. Can I? I think we're just going to leave the app. This one's a little bit arsey. It just is what it is. But I wanted to show you off some bits that we had done before. All right. Yeah, I get it. Thank you, David. Hang on. Let's just see. What do they have in terms of settings? Auto, good, better, best. Look. Do we want to watch it? Fine, we'll watch it. We'll watch the spider one. And it just wants us to, right? 5 minutes. Let's do it. Feck it. All right, we're going to watch the spider one.
No.
Damn it. Doesn't matter.
If you ever thought that animals with superpowers were the stuff of science fiction, it's time to think again. Because planet Earth is full of them.
Hang on a sec.
In the skies, in the trees, and in the undergrowth, superpowered creatures are all around us.
All right, we've seen this intro before. So they eat up a minute
Bugs.
of the bug intro.
We
Oh,
may not notice them, but there are more bugs in a single square mile
I think we've
of
seen
forest
this already.
than there are human beings on Earth.
Johnny says, Zimby the first man to do a
And
quest
their
2
amazing
tear down.
abilities have to be seen to be
Hey, see you, Dark. Enjoy your Solaris. Let's see you on there. Actually, I'm going to be trying Hyperdash in a minute.
Of boiling chemicals.
Yeah, we saw this. Hang on.
Creatures can glow in the
I mean, it's
dark,
like, it's a 5-minute thing. Is it really going to do this intro every time?
make themselves invisible,
It's a 5...
and even transform themselves into something completely different.
Is anyone else, like, completely baffled by the fact that they do this
Welcome
intro
to a
every
world
time?
Whose
On
inhabitants
5
are
minutes?
even stranger than our fiction.
Thank you. All right, David. We've had enough. Skip it. Let's go. Oh, God.
To survive, every living thing must eat. Some of the most remarkable hunting
Sir
strategies
Vagabond
in the
says,
animal
did
kingdom
you already
are
have the
happening
influencer
right under
free
our
stuff
noses.
heart to heart?
No,
I was on the
influencer's
call
not
for
on
a
yet.
while.
That's the last. I figured I'd warm myself up.
This spider is called Argiope.
Yes.
She hunts by constructing large, extremely strong webs. But today, the hunter will become the hunted.
That's a good shot. If you think about it,
Lurking on the very edge of Agaiope's web is another spider, Portia. And it's this spider that has a superpower, the power to mesmerize.
what the feck?
The Mardotta says, is this in 3D on your side, Zim?
Yeah, it's stereo 180.
He plucks the strands of Agaiope's web. Incredibly, the vibrations calm Agaiope, and she returns, as if under Portia's spell, to the center of the web. Just where Portia wants her.
What the hell? Portia? The spider? Is that the name of the spider? Fucking hell, this is weird.
Portia prowls around the web to find the perfect spot
Thomas
from which
Van
to
Buell
launch
says,
an attack.
wait, the spiders have names.
Apparently.
He waits for the right moment.
Looks so cool though. Oh shit. Look at that.
Disguised perhaps as a leaf blowing in the wind.
Holy shit.
Elroy says, how are the god rays
And it's
compared
all
to Quest
part
1?
of the master plan.
No discernible god rays, but the
Portia
whoa.
has chosen his line
shit.
of attack. While Agaiope seems quite unaware of any danger,
Wow,
lulled
this
into a false sense of security.
this level of detail is incredible.
Portia bides his time.
Fadoom.
His fast-acting venom quickly paralyzes a potentially deadly prey.
Like most spiders, he can't eat solid food, so he pumps digestive juices into his prey
Jack
and then
Bacon
sucks the
says,
corpse dry.
how was side loading on the Quest 2? Any
Oh.
extra steps?
Thanks to his mixed
Exactly the same.
superpowers,
45 says,
Portia
Zim,
won't
if
be
that
going
spider
hungry
is on my
tonight.
screen any longer, my monitor is going out the window.
You see that? Like how quick the episodes are? But holy shit, they're cool. Alright, I'm not gonna watch the other three, because you guys should watch that on Oculus TV if you can.
86
Sweet.
The Mardotta says, GG Porsche.
That poor freaking spider just got wrecked. Right. Let's see here. Exit to browse. Here we go. So, what I don't
Sir
understand...
Vagabond says, oh look, spiders. Your old gaming buds.
Right, so we said we would finish off the hand tracking stuff. I think that was all the ones that I wanted to try, and we're just about there, so 60%. Let's move on to the next thing. So we said we would do some classics, like Pavlov, Hyperdash, fast things, because I want to test this out and see how good it can look in this new setup, okay? So we're going to try it out. So I'm going to try Hyperdash. So if you haven't paid for Solaris yet, and you're a fan of this stuff, yeah, there's that. So the other thing, right, like while we're getting going here, just while we're getting going, it says, how did you like Population 1? I didn't really like it when I played it, but we're going to try it again tonight. I'll just play it right now, and I'll give it a shot. How is Beat Saber on Quest 2? It's great. Feels really good. Better than on the Quest 1.
He says, how is Beat Saber on the Quest 2?
Side loading is the same. Gecko, exactly the same. Very easy, very easy. And I didn't even have to set up anything. I just connected it. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Job done. Literally was just a breeze to set up. No issues whatsoever. Thank you for joining me tonight. We just did the hand tracking bit. Next, we're going to move on to the classic SideQuest apps. I'm going to touch on virtual desktop a little bit, but I'm actually going to do a link cable update. I'm doing 5 of these shows throughout the night, throughout the week.
Sir Vagabond
One every night.
says, Is
Right about
that
the same
sticky
time.
tack I see on your hot ass.
It is. It's blue tack. Boom, 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 boom. This stuff is so like solid. I can shake the entire desk and it doesn't move. That stuff is beautiful. Now I used a lot of it, but it's like gluing it down. It comes away absolutely immaculately, beautifully, absolutely beautifully. Dread hulls. Oh God, not a bad mountain solution. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's good because you can put it anywhere. Set it up, set it down. Job done. Okay, let's do Hyperdash. If you haven't seen this, it's fast-paced team stuff. I'm actually going to turn off the hand tracking because it annoys me.
Welsh Saucy says,
turns on.
Hyperdash is so good, reminds me of Riggs on PSVR.
Yeah, it is nice. It does remind me of Riggs as well. Clan. Nope.
Stuart445 says, Blue tack, your stream is not the same without it.
Yeah, that's right. This is a blue tack show. If there's anything you want to know, just tell me, you know. If you want to see a particular game you want me to try out, any of that stuff, just let me know. No trouble. No trouble, no trouble. Okay, let's go and try this out here. Hand tracking off, thank you.
Sir Vagabond says, hashtag sponsored by Blue Tack, you feckin' Blue Tack shill.
Try that one. Payload, Frankfurt, let's go. BI, thanks for doing the stream. You're welcome, Gamer Chick. I forget how to do this. Whoa, this looks really good. Oh, those are bots? Dead. Okay. So there's some players, some bots.
You got 3 minutes to make it all the way there.
445 says, you methods of now held together with Blue Tack.
Right. Take that there! Ole! Hola! Oh, no. You hear that noise? That's someone without a headset. That is. Yeah. This is really good.
What do you mean, Johnny?
Like Team Fortress.
Nice shit, boys. Come on. I just killed myself.
Now you know what the
What?
Zorg sound is.
No! Alright, the sound isn't so great. Don't get a quest. Do a game with more children. Maybe. It's a fair point. You hear that audio? Ooh.
Get away from their nest.
Whoop. Ah, checkpoint! How do I drop this? No one can beat the double shield! I can protect my team! Can't touch us! Can't touch this! That's right! I am Shield Man, the ultimate protector of life. Happiness. Happiness! Oh! Ah! You touched me in a bad place. You touched me in a bad place. It's fun to play. Children are the worst? Yeah, I know. I got 3 of them. Don't do it. Hey, what was that? Shit! Tahoe! I'm just gonna play this for like 5 minutes. Get a bit of fun. It is a classic. It's quite good. I mean, just being able to slide on the rails is really fun. An Italian got me. Damn Italian. No. Rip your rec room. Alright, let's see here. What other guns do we have? This is... Where are they coming from? Bollocks! The thing is, you can have this like teleport combat, which is fun to an extent, but Solaris is better because it's smoother. No. But Solaris is... Hey, can I go that way?
31 says, there's a gap in your green screen.
There's a gap? When I'm rubbing against it? It happens.
Says, I couldn't just
Goodbye, Bob. Ow. Mr. Oleg got me.
Oculus should use eye tracking to not allow children under 14 in online multiplayer.
Shit! These bots are better than I am. Let's quit. Okay, that was a taster of Fiber Dash. Okay, what else is good? Terminus Prologue, let's see, Pavlov. I'm going to show Pavlov just because we didn't yesterday. For those who don't know it, it's like Counter-Strike type stuff, you know? Yeah. How are the haptics? They're quite good in the controllers, actually. Nice, pretty strong haptics, yeah.
Leader999 says, how are the haptics?
Oh, alright, let's see. One thing I would say is that pretty much all of the different games just work a little bit better. Just is what it is. Yeah. No, I don't think I have my name set up, but let's see. What do we got? That's Trouble in Terrorist Town. I don't know how that works. Well, maybe we don't want to join that. Team Deathmatch?
86 Daughter says, have you tried Phasmophobia?
I have not tried Phasmophobia yet.
Big game.
Yeah.
Has VR support?
We have a Phasmophobia game planned for F Reality, so keep an eye. It got delayed because of some conflicts, but yeah, we are planning to do that. So keep an eye out. All right, what do we got? Good.
Rippable says, I think you can make rotation faster if wanted.
Yeah, I think you're right as well. Random team. Put to start.
Let's do this on...
Elroy says, Zim, is it true that haptics are stronger than Quest 1?
Haptics are stronger than Quest 1. Yes, Elroy. I wouldn't say it's like, you know, rocking my world, but it's good enough. Ooh.
Tony Naranjo says, Pavlov versus Onward.
Oh. Shit. Shooting my guy. Let's go. Move it. Hut.
CH445 says, we need a game of Dread.
Are we supposed to kill each
It
other?
was my birthday a week ago today.
I don't know how this works. One thing to note, the cups for Quest 1 work pretty well with Quest 2. That wasn't the case with CV1. They really didn't work very well. I'm going to not grab this for the moment. Hello!
Hello there. Hello.
Oh.
He's got... Shit.
Tony Naranjo says,
Shit!
Pavlov versus Onward.
There's people in there.
How do I get...
there.
No, 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 guys, no.
Shit. So this is Team Deathmatch Pavlov.
I got your rat.
Sir Baggett said, Jesus man, you're worse at than me.
We're against the darkies.
Rubable says, I forgot how freeing no one is.
Ah! Fuck. So freeing with no wire. Go Team Bravo! Whatever our name is. Oh! Sorry.
It's alright.
Well,
Shit! On your team! Oh!
oh,
It's good fun. What do we got now? Level Ingram Act? What's over this side? I don't know this level very well. Oh, it's just an empty room. Now you can do like a zombie style of this, which is really fun. This is probably pretty loud. Yeah, so I thought it was loud. Turn that down just a touch. That wires is great.
no.
Behind you. Behind.
Wait, don't die.
What?
Sorry,
So yeah, if you want to do some squad, no, this is just deathmatch, so this is kind of like pointless.
Stuart
But actual matches are good
445
fun.
says, Zim doesn't matter what team, you're American, just shoot anything that moves.
Oh, nice shot. Right from around the corner. All right, we're going to do this for another 2 minutes, and we'll swap apps and go to something else.
Welsh Saucy says, Operation Serpent is a fun little wave shooter on SideQuest.
I like serpents.
Did you see any Population 1 gameplay? Looks awesome.
You want me to do Population 1? I can do Population 1. No problem. I didn't like the feel of it. I'm a big Battle Royale fan. Didn't like the feel of it. I'll play it again tonight. We'll see if it's any good. As embargo or whatever drop.
N0 Colonel
Shit.
W0LF says, got Crisis via Gate 2.
All right, that's Pavlov. So, we've done Hyperdash, Pavlov, some classics. Virtual Desktop is probably the other one that I want to show you, right? Because that's just like, Virtual Desktop is the SideQuest app. It is amazing. Let me see, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Apps, installed, recent, Virtual Desktop. There you go. Now this doesn't work that great when I'm streaming from this and connecting, but we'll see if it's going to work. Not connected to the internet, only showing you local computers. Oh, I may not be. Ugh. Music. You do VR frame rate 90. Where's that feckin' music? No. No music. Bad music. Bad. Okay. Let's see. I should have still bandwidth to be able to do this. Let me just make sure I'm running the module on the PC and we'll go. Graphics look improved since you last played it. It's probably just, again, a Quest thing. Because what I am showing you is what I see. So give me a sec. Blah, 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 blah. I'm looking for the streamer app. Yeah, it's not running. There's a client on your desktop that you use. the virtual desktop streamer app. Did you miss anything earlier?
Buck 3131 says, did I miss anything earlier?
Don't think so, Buck. We just did hand tracking apps and stuff like that. Yeah. My wife doesn't let me buy a VR headset, says I'm too old for this. I guess I have to go to the arcades. Is that right, Dan? Just buy one. Marriages are cheap. These experiences, priceless. Might be a bit costly. Don't follow my advice. Bad idea. Okay, so this is the 90 FPS version of Virtual Desktop.
13 says, geez, I thought you were a parent, Zim LOL.
Parent? Nah, back it. Dump that lady. I'm kidding. Oh, that's why. I got the wrong version working. Okay, I'm not going to be able to show you right now. That's the problem. Under Games tab, sometimes you'll find like Oculus games. He's made it work with some things, but stuff that I really want, like From Other Suns, doesn't work. So that's like kind of sad. I'm sorry I can't show you this right now. I'll do a night dedicated to Virtual Desktop. We got 3 nights left. We're good. People are keen on Population
Sir
1.
says, being a gamer is always a higher priority than being a parent, Kappa.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. We can try Pop 1. All right, cool. Let's give it a shot. If there's anything else you want to see, now's the time to ask me. Well, we've got 50% battery left. Yeah. I like how you guys are fighting over the messages as well. That's good. Speaking of Population 1, it's probably worth me at this juncture mentioning where we are. So in the agenda of things we're doing, right? We started off with hand tracking apps just to kind of show off what those are like. Hand tracking is very much of a muchness. It's basically the same thing. Why am I now friends with Gamertag VR? That's funny.
Will you pay for his divorce, Zim?
Pay for his divorce? No. God, no. Yeah, God, no. Mad Hatter, it's not out. I had early access to the game. Yeah. As you can see, some other people who had early access to the game. Voice chat, why not? It's fine. Yeah, go ahead.
Rubable says, maybe Skybox or big screen.
Let's see if it'll work.
Leader999 says, Walking Dead.
Where's my loadout? I don't even know if I can play this. It might not be online right now. Let me see. My friend. Yeah, I think it's probably not, but... Well, saucy. Total weekly kills. Total weekly kills. None. What else we got? How do you look around? Level? Hattie? Wonderful. Stats. I'm not really sure what I'm doing.
GamerChick13 says, were you a part of the earlier play with GT, Mike and Nathy?
No, I didn't play with those guys. No. Honestly, as I said, I didn't... Yeah, see, this isn't working. I think this is probably... They probably took this one offline. But... Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna...
445 says, I'll get the quest tomorrow. Just leave one of your windows open tonight, Zim.
That's one of the early builds, so I don't think it's there. Let me just see your releases, just in case. I don't think it's out yet. Yeah, no. Okay, so we'll wait a couple of days and we'll do that, no problem.
Dan9 says, where is Zim of Twitch?
I wanted to try Walkabout mini golf, actually. Where is Zim of Twitch? Is he gone forever? No, Dan, not gone forever. Just I do most of my shows here on YouTube now. It's just better discoverability. I still love the community on Twitch, and every so often I'll just do something on Twitch. Generally, my more experimental stuff I do on Twitch, and then I cut it up for a YouTube video or something like that. Yeah, that's about it.
Leader999 says, yeah, do the golf, mate.
Yeah, let's do the golf. Because I'm kind of curious, because I really like the golf apps.
GamerChick13 says, you probably explained this already. What's with the typewriter background? Oh, the typewriter background?
No, it just is a thing. I just picked it. It's not. There's no rhyme or reason to a lot of the things that I do.
Let's Play VR says, would you say Quest killed PC VR?
I'll answer that Let's Play another night, okay? because tonight, I've never used Link before.
GamerChick13
I need to check it.
LOL, I thought it was a throwback reference.
Yeah. It's not a throwback reference. It does say some words on it. Maybe you can't see it. It's underneath chat. Yeah. Never mind. Ignore it. You don't need to know. Okay. I guess it's a single controller game. Swing from the shoulder for maximum control. It's like mini golf.
445 says, I miss Zim of Twitch.
This is multiplayer.
Zim. Let's have a moment's silence for him.
Moment of silence for Zim from Twitch. Hey. I remember playing, I actually very definitively remember playing one of these games. I mean, this looks pretty cool. It definitely feels like a mini golf sim. Much more simpler kind of overview. Very, very simple engagement here. You can play multiplayer on this, I think.
There should be clapping in mini golf.
But I figured I'd try this out just a little bit. Obviously playing with somebody you know would be good. Bollocks! Mother feckin'. I thought we would make that. I like the piratey theme though, it's kinda cool. But I think watching someone else play golf for a long time, not a great idea. I'll do like 3 more holes and then we'll jump to another app. This is very much a taster teaser type thing, right? That's the whole plan. Come on. Oh god. Hey! Ability! I like that it shot out stuff. Okay, honestly this does. It really feels like a piratey mini golf course like you'd play in like, I don't know, maybe on a Spanish island or something. Seems pretty cool. I like it. You need to test the wind before putting. Do I? Don't think so.
Let's Play VR says, do you guys plan on keep doing the F-Reality podcast for years?
Yeah. F-Reality should keep going. I mean, there's no... Oh, shit, what is this? The slalom.
Welch Saucy says, can have 5 players.
You know what, now's probably a good time to do the talk. The big talk for tonight. Look at your wrist for hole info. How about... I don't like this pop-up screen that keeps coming. It's kind of a pain in the ass. And I guess it's teaching me. Strokes... round. Alright, that's not a bad implementation. This reminds me of some evil hole system that we had before. Yeah. Look at that thing. But I guess if you were looking for a game... Bollocks. Is that ball jittering? It had like a weird physics glitch there for a second. Okay. So, it kind of feels like a little bit like a Rec Room course to me. Like, Rec Room's got a lot of good stuff in it. And I feel like, okay, this is a better golfing thing anyway. Oh my god. You can put it off the side. As demonstrated! Shit!
Tony Naranjo says, how it works on VRChat.
Oh, there she
Better
goes!
than old generation.
Go right in. No. Maybe not. This is a calming app. But this would be fun. Like you just play with somebody. You know, a sibling, a friend from afar. La 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 la. Very good. The physics look off a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. It seems kind of simple. I wonder how crazy the levels get though. Like, could be good. You can also teleport by pushing. I'm not teleporting. Alright, let's try this. There's not much of a slope on this one.
Let's play VR says,
I personally like Pro Putt Golf better.
Part of the Quest 2.
Because it feels great. Go on, you're asking me about Quest 2, are you? What are you asking me? You would totally play this? It's good.
Walkabout says, let's have a look at the second environment.
The second environment? Did I unlock it? So you want to see... Okay, can we not? What's going on? Oh, this is like an overview of the whole course. Okay, so to be honest, this game looks really, really savage. Because you'd be able to play like this. This is cool. Tutorial off, right? It's like, look at that. Holy cow. Okay, the attention to detail is, although it's all voxely stuff, like, it's cool. Am I supposed to hit one of those? Yeah, go for the long one, get closer to the hole, sort us out. Job done. Right. Do it. Do it. Oh, come on, you little
VR says,
bollocks.
have you seen that Blair Witch is coming to Quest? It's freaking awesome.
Fucking par. Typical. Typical. Have you seen the Blair Witch is coming to Quest? Yes, I have. I'm more interested in Cosmophobia, which is coming from the creators of Dreadhalls. But I'll play it. You know I like my horror games, and there aren't enough on Quest, actually. There aren't that many horror experiences. You have to kind of go for PC stuff. Oh, please! Nice! Eagles, what, 2 under par? Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Alright. Get around the sides.
On a TRP
Oh, you can go
says,
straight across
do you
there.
have
That's
FNAF
dangerous.
VR installed?
Let's see what we can do. Very good. This is the... What is this game called again? Walkabout Mini Golf. I like it. Although, are you able to walk about? Did I follow the instructions? Can I not teleport? Hang on. Let's just see. Tutorial main game. Hold to recenter. Undo stroke. Because it says walkabout, but there doesn't seem to be any smooth locomotion setting. That pisses me off. If someone oh, hang on. You see that? You see what I see? Nope. We found a ball. It was a lost ball. So you find those, that's like a specialty thing. Nice. Yeah, very good. Do you have FNAF installed? I don't have it installed. I've never been a huge FNAF fan, actually. It's okay. I play it. It scares me. But I don't get a lot of enjoyment out of it. Like, usually when I'm terrified, I get a little bit of enjoyment out of it. Like the sick kind. Can I get in there? What is that?
Says, no smooth loco is annoying if that's the case.
Oh no, we're going around. Balls. Bollocky, bollocky, bollocky. There it goes. Where's he gonna stop? That's not bad. That's fine. It's all good. Slowly we're going piece at a time.
Sir Vagabond says, big hairy balls.
Little birdie. Good. Well, see, now you get to know what I like. Like, this is the kind of app I would buy to, like, play with a family with it. The lighting is really nice, and I love how it, like, it really feels kind of cool. I'm gonna try and get to the end and just see. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at that. Look at that. Almost in. I'd love to like play this with somebody from afar. It sounds like a really nice treat. No smooth loco, yeah. I watched Midsummer on your recommendation, my first horror in a while. It wasn't too tough to watch at first. that film is fecked. Like, that's a fecked up film. I love that film. Great film. Like, when you watch a film and you're just like, oh my god, this is not what I expected. That's how you know. It's the one. What just happened? You know, out of bounds?
Sir Bagapants says, if this had cross-player with PC,
Uh-oh.
I'd totally
No.
play it with you.
No, don't go that way. By the rocks. So wait, that was that shoot, then there's that shoot, and then there's the direct one. This is kind of complicated little thing here. Aggie, what did you say to me? This had cross-play with PC. I'd totally play with it. Here.
Buck 3131 says, Midsommar is great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Buck let me know about Midsummer and like a gazillion other horror films that are great. The thing is, though, like this device, like it's the clarity of the device that I really like. And I just wanted to like be able to show you guys what, 10 hours of Quest 2 stuff looks like. Maybe the next couple of nights I can do a little bit more. Like, tonight is just a thing.
Tony Naranjo
It's not really
says,
thematic.
have you tried
I want to see what
VRChat?
playing some desktop stuff with it looks like as well. Have I tried VRChat with this right now? No. That's actually a very good point because VRChat really loads it. I'll do that too. Oh boy, look at that. All right. Don't go too far now. You good? Bollocks.
Stuart445 says, I'm guessing racing games don't work with Quest 2.
Oh! Did alright. We're just slowly doing this. What was it about Quest 2? I wish the Quest Netflix app streamed at a higher res. I heard the Amazon app is better. I use both, and they're good. I know what you mean, though.
3131 says,
Oh!
I have been educating Zim in the wonders or horror movies. Rob9X says, I
Yeah.
watched that Zoom call horror film you mentioned.
Rob, that one is bad. Again, most of my horror recommendations come straight from Buck, so please pass your thanks to him. Also, it's worth mentioning, we have a small announcement to make. I say small, but really it's monumental because this really doesn't happen very often. But I've given Buck the sword. Buck is now one of our proud moderators, so everybody bow.
On Quest 2.
Oh, I haven't moderated him on YouTube. Oh, right. Well, how do I do that? Maybe this will do it. That didn't work. Let me see. How does that work? I don't actually know.
999 says, best horror film
Add
is
moderate.
Martry's.
There we go. Yeah, congratulations. That's the end. Buck is now a mod. Congratulations, Buck. The human centipede. No. Not good. Not good. The whole, like, mouth to... No. No. This has got to be over soon. We're almost at the end here. Gonna go up to the top. Is this 18 holes? If it's 18 holes, we're gonna be here a while. Hope you're happy.
3131 says, Tal Muchley, I'm going to a new all.
I knew I was forgetting something, Buck. You see? So Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. There you go. That's your... It's your, Triforce. If all of a sudden I disappear and Buck takes over my channel, now you're not gonna know why. It's because I asked him to. He's a nice guy. Buck also does VR YouTube stuff, so check out his stuff. He's been doing a lot of great Squadrons streams lately. Beck! These feckin' donuts! I can never get the ball into the donut. I hate these.
Stuart445 says, wait, what Zim, you promised me a sword years
This is
ago.
like just desperation 101. Okay. Okay.
Tony Naranjo says, we want to see you have fun with Five Nights at Freddy's.
Come on. Stay. Stay. I'm not doing Five Nights at Freddy's tonight. But I heard Dread Halls. I'd love to do Dread Halls, actually. That's one I am willing to try. So, we'll see how we go. Oh, holy God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, this has got to be the end, or nearly the end. Second last. And then the cannon rockets the...
Lie down and relax in game.
First time's the charm! Thank you. Good. Got past the abyss. That's a pretty nasty one. We are nearly there now.
Dan9 says, it's weird how much better the colors look compared to Quest 1.
Yeah, honestly, the colors are great. I prefer an LCD panel myself. I don't like the super dark blacks.
Squadrons for the first time tonight.
It's like...
Think I helped the other team rank up faster.
Nice one, Mad Hatter. Did you enjoy yourself then? Oh, you died a bunch. That's what you're saying. I wondered. That's kind of neat. Why do I have a feeling there's a ball hidden up there?
445 says, as it was my birthday last week, you owe me dreidels.
I feel like there's a ball hidden around here somewhere. I kind of feel they want you to explore the level. You know what I mean? Okay, so this is going down a chute into that, and then down there, and then down again. Holy moly. Okay. Fine. But yeah, you want dread halls, you can have dread halls. There she comes. Nice that I don't get in the way. Bit of an odd course. This is Walkabout Mini Golf. And welcome to Zim's stream 2 of 5 Quest streams. Quest 2 streams. This week. Down the chute. There she goes. Bling, 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 bling. Onto the green. And hopefully this is the last and final hole. So we can get the feck out of here. It does a nice job of orienting you into the right place, not hitting the ball. They ghost your club and your legs.
Rubable says, are you able to lie down in this game or does your body stay up?
Says, are you able to lie down in this game or does your body stay up? Can I lie down? Ah! Oh. Oh yeah. That's fucking good. Oh yeah. Yeah, come up with more suggestions like that, chat. Yeah, you guys, I'm just gonna close my eyes and just go to sleep here. Yeah. I'll see you for tomorrow's show. This is nice. Oh, palm trees. Oh, bikini babes. Margaritas. Fire ants! Fire ants in my pants! Okay. If you've ever lived in the Caribbean, and I have, you gotta watch out for fire ants. They get in your underpants. Not fun. My posture, terrible. My par,
are you able to stand naked in the Quest 2?
Are you able to stand naked in the Quest 2? Well, it says there's a hidden ball on every hole. On every hole? Holy cow. I got -7, total 50. 3 on 3? What's that? Just par? No. Lost ball. Oh! There's a lost ball on every hole. Holy cow. There's balls everywhere and only found one? I'm embarrassed now. Okay, let's see what the other environment looks like. So there's one, what's that? Tourist trap. Oh, and they give you more balls. Oh. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's fun. Why don't we do a quick batch of multiplayer? Cherry Blossom. Maybe they won't be playing this one. Let's just see.
Dark environment, let's see.
Let's see. Let's see if it's going to work. All right. We're going to see. We're going to see. Oh, it's the pirate one. Bollocks. I was hoping to do the other one.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, I'm in the room with someone. Okay, just bought this. Trying to figure it out.
Hey, Maria.
Oh, there you are.
It's pretty straightforward, actually.
445 says,
I think it's your go. But yeah, it's as simple
balls.
as hit the ball just like mini golf.
1, 2, 3. How do you set up a do you know how you set up a private room?
Private room. I think it's the other option. So I think you hit the quick match.
No,
It's this.
a friend of mine was been trying it, and
It's not working
it's
for
not
you.
working.
I'm only just trying this for the first time as well, so I don't know. I was just like, oh, I'll just try for a match. But I just finished this island. I was going to try to get to another one.
Okay. I ended up with the thing in the wrong end.
Went into the water, did it? All right. Well, we'll give this a shot here. So apparently, there's this whole concept of getting the secret. There's a secret ball hidden in every environment on every hole. So that's kind of neat. I haven't found them all yet.
I'm still trying to figure out how to get around.
Probably around here somewhere.
Oh.
So
I
you can
see.
you
Okay,
can
I
either
got
push
the
the analog stick for teleport, or you just pull the trigger to center on the ball.
Pull the trigger to center on the ball. Why is it doing it on the wrong side?
Ah, are you a lefty?
Nope.
Oh.
There we go.
Hey.
But it ends up in my left hand. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's strange.
Okay.
Oh, there's the ball.
Now.
Sweet.
Whoa.
Wait.
That was a bit
Hang on.
fast in the wrong
Where are
direction.
you? Did I catch it? There we go. Yeah, there's a hidden ball behind this rock if you want it. I just found it. That means you can play with a different color ball then.
Oh.
There's apparently one on every hole. I've only found one. So, well, that's my second one now.
I don't see you holding it or anything.
Oh, is there one for you behind that rock, or maybe they might be in different places for us?
No, I think there might be just one per. Oh, there is one in there. What was that?
Oh, shoot.
Oh.
It's nice. And then when you go back to the main menu, it gives you the extra ball. That's kind of fun.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, is it my turn?
I think it's your go now.
I have to try to get
Or-
says,
Yo,
Yo,
this is the
does the
hardest part, is
Quest 2
figuring
look
out
sharper or better than
where I'm
PSVR?
standing.
Uh,
And it keeps going into the other hand. I should put that controller down maybe. Okay, this is going to take me a little while to get used to.
don't worry.
I'm also not set up here properly.
There's another really good.
Stuart
thought sitting would
445
work, but it
says,
doesn't
Zim,
really.
I see your flirting
Yeah.
hasn't improved.
Yeah.
86 Demardotta says, imagine joining a golf game and some
At least they
lads
got it
running
in.
the
That's all that
bushes.
matters.
All right. This time I'll get it in. There we go.
There you go.
All right.
Oh, that's nice. It shows us what goes on, and then it's a pull the trigger to teleport to the start of the next hole.
Oh,
And then
okay.
and then it's
Well,
your go.
once you're in here, it's easy.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, I get the first go?
I'm actually hopping off, Maria, but nice playing with you.
Oh.
Enjoy the game.
Oh, okay. Well, no, thank you. Thanks for the little bit of a tip. The tip there. That's helpful. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no
Charles
problem.
says,
Cheers.
"I'm
Thanks.
excited
Have
Bye.
a good day. Bye.
Got my quest coming on launch day.
All right, there we go. Did I get my extra ball? I got the extra ball. Looks like a Pokeball. Can I pick that one? That's a cool one. All right, we're going to try one other environment. Tourist Trap Hard, never played.
Tony Naranjo says,
Feck it.
hit her in the head. Just curiosity.
Hit her in the head. Oh, nighttime. Kind of the same environment, but like slightly different holes or something. Oh, I see how it is. Like that. Like, I really like the ambience. It looks great. Okay, the sky is a little bit simple. But I see why people were saying this is good. It really gives that feeling, especially with the ambient sound, of being on a mini golf course. So this is definitely an app I would buy. It doesn't clutter it with like lots of music or anything. It's just mini golf in VR. You can play multiplayer. That's great.
Stuart445
Cool.
says, Zim, you quit just when she was going to ask you out for a meal.
Yeah. Just gonna see what this environment looks like. And, ooh. Hang on, let's have a look. So it's like this.
Sophie says, oh, wasn't she sweet?
There's a whole like pagoda and stuff, and cherry blossom trees. Obviously very kind of Asian inspired.
Tony Naranjo says,
Here?
Maria is a friend, or that was totally random.
Oh, right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and quit this app. That looks really cool. I'll have to play that a little bit more before I can give, I don't know, recommendations or something on it. I'm going to play a few other things. If anyone has any specific recommendations or questions, let me know. Wasn't she so sweet? She was. How many people can play multiplayer at once? It sounded like 5, from what I could tell. Maria is a friend, or was totally random? That was totally random. Yeah. Light version with slightly different holes. That's cool. I know all about the night version with slightly different holes. There we go. Very cool. Got your quest coming on launch day. Nice one, Jay. Very good, very good. Great fun game. Yeah, Welsh, absolutely. We're going to have to play that with Karen. Imagine joining a golf game and some lads rummaging in the bush. Does the Quest 2 look sharper or better than the PSVR? Way better, JJ. Way better. You missed Walkabout. Oh, sorry, Zombie Snack. We just got off of it. Just off of it. And we're going to keep going. Yeah. Where do you rank yourself in the grand scheme of VR streamers? Cold. The grand scheme. I'm what they call the Mega Daddy. There's like the small daddies. And then there's the Mega Daddy just consumes the small daddies. I don't know. I'm like the tortoise, man. I'm like the tortoise that doesn't die. So watch this. I'm going to die tomorrow now. That's like, I just jinxed myself. Pro Putt, really good game. Although that's a really good game too. Walkabout Mini Golf, like totally solid. I would recommend anybody buy that. That's cool. All right, what else we got? Oh, I tidied up my friends list, by the way. That was fun. I wanted to try something like maybe Echo
Dan
VR.
9 says, do you remember when you almost had a hard one playing DK2?
Yeah, I do. What was the other one that I wanted to play here? How are we doing on battery? 20%. Okay.
Bubs says, oh yeah, Echo VR for sure.
Yeah, let's do the Echo. Let's try Echo. Just because I wanted to try something. And then maybe we do 10% of Echo and 10% of Solaris. I wanted to compare and see how that was. Oh, VRChat. Yeah.
Tony Naranjo says, VRChat.
Let me, I'll tell you what, we'll do one battle or whatever in this, and then we'll switch over to VRChat. Less social, quiet. Mic muted, large personal bubble, all players muted. Okay. Open mic, no personal bubble, players unmuted. I like that they have those, that's good. Press to talk, press the A or X to talk to open your microphone. Push to talk, small personal bubble, players unmuted. Less social. That's open mic, no personal bubble, players unmuted.
Dan 9 says, is DK2 still your most jaw-dropping VR experience?
Yeah, Dan, I think DK2 was pretty heavy, you know. Alter the pitch of the player's voice. What? Voice modulation? Oh, is this this is like I'm a kid and I want to sound better? Let's not do that. I always love that. It's like I want to sound older. Then fix yourself, boy. Fix yourself. All right. So far, this is looking a little bit aliased, just a touch. I wonder if it'll get some upgrades. There are a few upgrades anyway, but the thing I'm going to say is if you know what you're doing with this stuff, it's cool anyway. The lighting would be cool to see in this. Whoa, dude! What's up? Dude. How's it going? All right. Let's make a fine match.
Finding match.
Oh, this is the character customization? This is the... That's where all the people hang out. Shh, quiet. Just piggybacking. No one has Oh no, he's gonna touch me. Oh, 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 oh. Hello, Tom. Tomothy. Where's my jets? There's my jets.
High five.
Very good. Can I get myself... Well, it's match time. Boom! Let's go. See you later, Tom. See you later. I'll miss you. Turn to face the menu, you pleading.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
How we doing?
Good, how are you?
Oh, man, I am gonna bomb. I am terrible at this game. Wait, what's wrong? There wasn't glass the last time I played. Why is there glass?
Okay, so, before the game starts and everybody's still loading in, there's gonna be glass here to prevent you going into the tubes. Once everybody's into the game and we're ready to start, a countdown will commence and we'll go in.
Excellent. Can I still punch people?
These two, not us, but down there there's Bob's and you can punch them. Also, these two are my party. They don't have microphones, but they are very, very good.
Nice.
To meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you too.
Stuart445
Oh, yeah.
Remember to be socially distant.
Where you're gonna get the most, angle to get the disc when you first start.
Okay.
Because the disc is gonna start in the middle. I don't know if you've played before or not.
I've played before, but...
Hey man, you got this. Fun game. As long as you have
What?
fun.
Whoa!
That was the worst one.
Hey! Where'd it go?
I punched somebody.
Where is it? Where's the ball? Let's go!
Back at our side. Disc's at our side.
All right. The orange
guys,
ones...
Watch out. We might need a goalie.
Got it.
Nice job.
With no assist.
I'll be going next round.
I
Let's go.
assisted that. I don't care
Dan
what.
9
I don't
says,
care what the
do
game
you
said. I
actually
assisted
feel
that.
like you are
I did
levitating?
that.
With no assist.
Holy shit.
No
Shut up.
assist. I assisted
Oh
it.
my
Okay.
god.
I'll be
Vivian's
goalie.
here.
I'll stay
Oh
back.
no. The esports lady herself. This isn't good.
This is gonna be great. Alright, you guys can boost off me. And y'all down. I'm gonna sit back and guard.
Woo! That's some hot booty. Let's
Going
go!
around Joe says, I love the level of social interaction in
Oh,
these
there's the
games.
disc gun!
Is that way?
Quick.
I'm staying back here to guard.
Go, 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 go! Go! Fire! Yeah, baby! Nice one, kid! This has been good fun. How you doing, Vivian? Oh my god.
He was way past the 3-point line.
This is great.
You told me to go to 2.
Those are my boosters. Do I have better boosters than
Nice
that?
goal, man. You scored it in 15 seconds and you got a 3-pointer.
What a killer.
Oh yeah. You're gonna see some really fun goals in this game. Some that bounce off objects, some that just for no reason at all go into the goal, some own goals, some just really freaky.
Alright, here we go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, straight in! Woo!
I'm sorry if I'm laughing.
High five.
Arcane. I thought that
And
Dark
as much as
Angel
I'm
was
happy
going
that I
back to there.
scored, I feel so bad for
Dark
you guys.
Angel.
I thought that you were going to go
This is kind of fun. Wow, this is a much better environment than I had played it before. Fantastic.
Yeah,
It's
no,
super
when you
smooth.
actually have somebody that's like really fun and energetic and exciting, it makes things really happy.
Yeah.
I met this one guy who got everybody into the entire game to stop playing and to do the Macarena.
Do the Macarena.
Everybody in the game
Uh-oh.
ditched the glass.
I missed the jettison tube. That's a problem. Alright. Intercept the disc. Hello! Oh!
Uh-oh.
You touched me in a special way.
Clear.
Guys, watch out, watch out.
Clear. Clear.
Oh, they missed it! Fumble!
Really?
Come on.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna stay at goal. Right here. Not going this way. No.
Back in hell. Nope.
Shit.
No, they got it.
Damn.
Let's go.
Fucking love you, Lulu.
Nice goal, guys. Nice goal.
Fucking love you. I'm gonna fucking lick you.
Oh, that was fun.
Now it's just
All right. I'll bail out. I should have said something to that kid who was really helpful. Fucking hell. So nice, you know, so nice to see them. Yeah, it's like Ender's Game. It was really good. Yeah. Ocarina, the social interaction in that game is fantastic. I agree. All right, VRChat. You really want me to try VRChat? That is... Whew, I said I'd do it, didn't I? I said I'd do it. Okay. Well, we'll see if we can get it in time. VRChat. VR chat room? That's funny. VR chat room. Let's see what comes up. Okay. Oh, I installed it. I had the foresight to install it. Fantastic. Kid was alright. Maybe I judged you too harshly, children in VR? Yeah, might not have been a kid. I think it was a kid, but we'll see. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Do you actually feel like you're levitating? It's a really good feeling, actually. Echo's fantastic. I can't wait. Log in with VRChat or Oculus. Is there a difference?
Virtual Waypoint says, Zim, how does your strap look after a couple of days use?
It's been fine. You know, it's been fine. Reckon, like I've had sessions, I've had one, I'm not like playing with it 10 hours a day. So, you know, I'd say wait a week before we see. I think it will get dirty, but I actually think that it's washable. So, I think it'll be all right. I'm going to try putting it through the wash. Not the whole headset, of course. Just the side bit, you know, just the sidebar bit. Like, just that part. And the top strap, the headband, all that kind of stuff. I think that's going to be working totally fine. So, we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Is there a filter to hide all the lollies in VRChat? I don't know. No idea. I haven't played VRChat in forever. It's been quite a while. So, we'll see how it goes. Is the Walking Dead Saints and Simmers demo open to the public? I don't know. I don't know. Is the short answer to that one. What the hell is this? Wait, what the fecking hell? Why am I a robot? Why am I a robot? Well, svelte, sleek. Okay. Comfort and safety. How do I change that? That's probably a option here. Emote, emojis, standing, safety, settings. Hollow port, feck that. Personal space, no. Come touch me. Allow untrusted URLs. Maybe not. Real height, 5'10", maybe 5'11". I don't actually know my height. My defaults are fine.
Is got a good first VR app for my grandmother.
Is what a good VR? Is VRChat a good app for your grandfather? No, no, please. Actually, no, I take it back. I take it back. Old horny guys, they're going to love all the anime girls running around. So yes, I'll say yes. I don't know. Trust nobody on the internet, you know? Trust nobody. What is this? Hot. What is hot? VRChat home. All right. The Room of the Rain. Let's go. Why not? I don't know what this is about. In this place it always rains, now with pillows and stuff like that. Okay, let's go to the place with pillows. See what we can find. Oh, good. Unless your grandmother is a weeb. I don't know these terms. I really don't. I don't know them. But no, I really do think if you're like,
445
older.
Says, Zim, you are 4'5".
Let's see how it runs though, because Quest doesn't run VRChat very well. That's dark. Okay, everybody's loading.
There's a lot of people on here who they get to be the. Hold on, let me. I have the name.
What the heck?
It's too loud. I can't hear you.
There is a lot of people. There's a giant cat.
What's up, man?
What's up? How's it going?
What's up? How's it going?
Good, yeah? Oh, I don't have VR. I'm broke.
I know he's a
Oh
my gosh, are you good?
Banana man.
Yeah,
that's an Among Us character.
Is everything alright?
Chubb says, null VRChat is interesting.
Just another normal day in VRChat. This is a rain room. Try not to join if there are more than 10 people, because you can have lag. Just like this. Okay, maybe we should try a different world. Goodbye, everybody.
Yo, how's it going, regular human man?
Hello, dog man. How are you?
Hello. Pretty good.
King Cringe says, now
get a
take
fist bump from me?
shrooms.
There you go.
Boom.
Nice.
No problem.
Yep. All right.
You are a banana. No, a fish.
Oh God, Boris is in here.
What the heck are you?
Yes, yes.
You're a banana fish.
Jark
I'm a
Hill
fish.
says,
I'm a
regular
landfish.
human man.
I definitely approve of that.
50% banana.
YouTube.
You look like a man that has a lot of money.
The Zyver. The Zyver? What's your name?
Yeah.
The Zyver. Cool name. Cool name. Nice one.
Oh, thank you.
All right, let's go somewhere a little bit nicer looking. Yeah, there we go. Got Boris is here. Great laser tag, all that kind of stuff. Go talk philosophy to Epicurious. I don't know, man. Don't take shrooms. I don't think he'd like me biting them. Regular human man. That's me. That is me. I don't know. Fat kid VRChat. Why did you pull me into VRChat? I've still got to talk about the whole like influencer thing. So that's my next topic, okay? So we've done the games and things for tonight. Everything's running fine. Like, some things are running great. Echo ran super great. What is this? Are those supposed to be lights? Time of the day. Oh! Oh, that's kind of cool. Speed. Do that. Fire? What's with the fire? It's kind of nice. I mean, it's kind of nice, but at the same time, it looks terrible. You know what I mean? Dusk. What's a good time of day? You see the sun? No. Can you? All right. There's the sun. Oh, yeah. You got control of the sun. Cool. And then, does it, just like that. Oh, the speed's about. All right. Just walk over this way. Just watch the sun. Oh, there we go. See? Come over here. And we just watch the sun go through the skies. And it just like affects the entire VRChat space. You can just hang here in the hammock or whatever. Just chilling out in this lovely little space. If you really wanted to. I've got that little icon on screen, which is annoying, so let's get rid of that. Mic defaults on. Show tooltips. Avatar. That's my avatar. Mr. Jim. That's actually a J for Jim. I've got my Hope Pants one. I'm not showing you that. That's for special occasions when I find my online wifey poos and we shindig. Time to nap and enjoy the sun and the moon and the stars. Okay, so I've shown you VRChat. It works. It runs all right. Yeah, it looks like it works pretty well. But that's that. How much we got? 8%. One last thing. What do you want to see? You tell me. We do it. You tell me and we do it. Okay. So we covered off some spime killer would like you to join them.
Tony Naranjo says, thanks for the gameplays.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, so we're going to be doing this every night, okay, this week. So we're going to do this every night, just until the battery goes flat. You know what? I've never played Audio Trip.
Buck 3131 says, full frontal nudity.
Full frontal. Why are you all asking for full frontal? Come on. You got to change your orders. Every bit. And we could do another Micro Monsters. You want to do that? Feck it.
Makaji says,
Superhot. Oh yeah. Do I have it? I think I installed it because someone asked me for that and I wrote it down and then I forgot. Let's see. Superhot, where are you? Did I do it? Maybe not. How quick is it? Superhot's okay. Like I wonder how it'll look. Let's do it quick. Do it quick. And then after this,
445 says, every night until the end of time, Zim.
Every night. That's it. No regenerating health bars. No conveniently placed ammo drops. 500 megabytes of sheer awesome action brought to your face. Oh, I've heard as well that Iron Lights has some lighting updates as well. So I'll install that too. Let's go ahead and jump back. Downloads almost done. The nice thing about Quest is everything's fast. Like it's fast to pick up, fast to put on, turns on quickly. You know, you're playing and all that stuff. Someone wanted me to do a Guardian, like, close the cameras thing, but maybe we'll do that another night, just so we can kind of get on with other stuff. But it is what it is. Do you guys like this new layout? How's this worked out for tonight? Is it okay? Is it good? I'm gonna like... Uh-oh, 5%. Yeah, okay.
Jark Hills says, is there a YouTube app on the Quest?
There is a YouTube app on the Quest. Yeah, there is. So if I could... Where are we? I don't think I've installed. We'll do it another night. I don't think I have it installed. Do I have the Amazon one? Where's the Amazon app? I think I have it in. Somewhere here. Nope, maybe not. Maybe not. Take it back. As I said, I will play whatever you want me to. And right now, quick Superhot, which is good because like I don't want to be spending a feck ton of time in Superhot. It's like it's okay, it's cool, but it's not a game that like I would tell someone go play Superhot.
Hazuki says, does the tracking of the Quest fail often?
No, not at all. Hazuki, the Quest is like, I mean, it is indiscernible from a tethered headset. It is absolutely great. Like, out of all of my use, I've had one blip. And on my normal Quest...
Watching on TV, I don't mind this layout.
Alright, how does this look? Looking pretty good. What does he say? Watching on TV, I don't mind this layout. Good, thank you, Red Bubble. See, you're part of the stream now.
3131 says, focus on you.
Woo! Okay. Focus on you, not doing... Good old...
Bubs says, looks clean on the stream view.
Yeah, the nice thing is that once you get this working, now the way this works, right? If I stop, they stop. If I move, they move. We are intrinsically linked, like two souls dancing a ballet. If I punch him in the... Ooh! I'm so sorry. That was kind of low. Sorry, dude. Evil. Oh no. Move your body.
3131 says, have you added color grading to your video?
Have I ever what now? Added color grading to your video. Added color grading. Zoom. Oh. Catch him, Feck. Okay, last chance. Come on, you.
Stuart445 says, that's got to hurt.
Okay.
86 Thimadota says, ever see the Superhot VR speed? It's hilarious and impressive.
Watch this. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, gotcha. Did that hurt?
Buck 3100.
You know that if you play this a lot.
Says, just seems more vibrant than usual.
Job done.
Virtual
Bottles.
Waypoint says, aim for the cross simulator.
Hands up. What does that mean? Oh. Oh. What? What? Huh?
Rubable says, battery dead in 3, 2, 1.
Cool. Huh? Oh! Okay. And that's super hot. And that, our battery, is done. So that was it for that part of the show for tonight. Because battery's dead in just a moment. And I think that's probably all we're going to do. So, that's for that bit. You were a terrible shot. Thank you, Buck.
3131 says, you are a terrible shot.
Aim for the crouch simulator. It really is aim for the crouch simulator. Now, what am I doing? So, one of the nice things is that when I can tuck this away. Now, there's something that I'm supposed to talk about, okay? Why am I still wearing these? I don't need these. We don't need headphones. Like that. I will wear these headphones instead, because I like headphones. Okay. Now, I don't really have a scene set up or anything. I'm just trying to think. Do I have... What's going to be the best way for me? Because I don't really have a place that I can call home. I can stand here like this, drinking and shouting, profanities left and right, but that's that. This stock, by the way, is a fantastic stock. If you were looking for something to use, as I said, this is a Quest one. It's like a Beat Saber one that the ProTube guys do. It just fits right in. You know, totally works. It's got a little like rubberized shoe in there, and it works just fine. So if you wanted to buy that for like 40 quid, carbon fiber,
Odin the Odious says,
works great.
Where did you get the mini stock?
Mini stock. So this is gonna, you know, transition me perfectly into the next thing. I'm trying to segue into a conversation that we've been meaning to have, which is about influencer influence. Okay, and influencer bias. More like that. I just realized why they have a hole in the bottom. It's because if your controller gets too shoved in there, then you can push it out with something. So I got this in the ProTube guys. They sent that to me, along with a few other bits. So I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about a few other things, just in terms of the history of Zim and my experience. That's going to round up the end of the show. So look, gaming's done with. If you have questions about Quest or whatever, fire away. I'll answer them. But for now, the questions are about influencer stuff. So I'm going to tell you my story about how I started in all of this, what it was like, you know, getting, you know, when did I start feeling like somebody who was kind of like creating stuff or putting on a show that was entertaining enough that people were recognizing it. And really, I think the first time was when I was down at EGX one year. And that's a convention that we have here in the UK. And it was mostly like games and stuff. Like VR wasn't a huge thing, but I met the Windlands team there, and I'd been playing that on stream for a couple of years. And it was crazy. Like I was walking around that event. My good friend at the time goes by Dark and Dragon. He's currently hanging out in Europe. He kind of preempted. He was there the day before, and he told a bunch of booths who had VR stuff like, "Hey, Zim's coming." And so I got like red carpet treatment. It's crazy. I got to try out like the Nausealess Rift without waiting in a queue of 3 hours that everyone else had to. There were a bunch of other things where like you skip the queue or whatever, and it made me feel quite guilty at the start. So that was kind of the start of the perks of being a VR streamer. And then they continued. Like things started to come my way, and I'll talk about that. Cold Vengeance says, are you going to replace your Rift S with the Quest 2 as your go-to PC headset? It's a very good question. I am a Rift S user. And I use my Rift S for sim racing, sim flying, all that kind of stuff. And one of the tests I'm going to do this week, probably we can do that tomorrow, is an Oculus Link rundown. Because I've heard from other people who've used Oculus Link about it. Now, I don't have the official Oculus cable. I just have like a 10-foot USB-C cable. I also have the charger cable from the original Quest. And between those two, that's what I've got. That's what I've got to use. Okay. So what else? Yeah, I'm just going to talk a little bit about this. Okay. So because people were asking me this question, just like some people have said, "Hey, Zim, you're obviously so biased towards Oculus." I post, you know, Oculus gear. I like Oculus gear. I'm a big fan of it. I don't currently own an Index. Blah 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 blah. So I'm going to talk you through the kind of whole process. Anyway. Where did the story begin? So the story begins in 7 years ago. 7 years ago, a guy called Chaus, who's like a level designer, had posted on, I think it was the Overclockers forums here in the UK, which is like a custom PC website. And he had posted about the Oculus DK1. Now I know John Carmack from all of his work with id Software, and he was interviewing this guy at, I think it was like a QuakeCon or an E3, I can't remember exactly. I know some of you will know exactly what I'm talking about. And there was like a video of the Oculus Rift, and I was like, oh man, this looks freaking badass. And then there was the Kickstarter and stuff went by, and then I started to look like, okay, where can I try this thing? So this guy Chouse had us come over to his place. He wasn't like so well off. We just met him in a pub, went back to his house. We recorded the first session, had a great session. He'd already built like a prefabbed house, and we walked through it and all that kind of stuff. So I got into VR that way, and I like walked away, mind like feckin' blown. My hype level was so high, and we met him in Angel that day, a small town in London. Small? Okay, big town in London. And it's like, I don't know, I walked out of there just like feeling like a changed person, and I really was. So when the time came like half a year later, maybe not half a year, maybe 4 months, and the DK2 came out, I was like, oh man, DK2. Now, this was around the time that we heard of the Facebook acquisition of Oculus. And this is like just as we were heading in towards 2014. And it was like, when I realized that Facebook was buying Oculus, as I said to my wife, I was like, surely with like 2 months in their hands, they can't have fecked up the headset. Like, this is going to be a good headset. It's going to be like what we tried, but better. It's got 6 degrees of freedom. That's got to be good. So we just said like, okay, that's got to be good. So, so we did that. Yeah, the Oculus Link cable on Quest 2 is beaten by Virtual Desktop. I have that same feedback bowl from the guys in F Reality who tried it. I am also a huge proponent, huge driver of Virtual Desktop, but I'm not going to get off track yet. We'll save that conversation for tomorrow. So that was the start. 2015, 2016, I was so in 2014, I was streaming on Twitch after my DK2 showed up for like 6 nights a week for 6 months. And then my wife's like, this is too much. We got to claw it back. And I was like, yeah, it definitely is too much. So I brought it back to 4 shows a week and held that way for like 5.5 years. Only recently have I stripped it back to officially 2 nights a week, with an additional week on Twitch for like coding or whatever miscellaneous stuff I want to do. I'll get to the juicy stuff soon. I just got to cover this story. So I have the DK2. I'm playing away with the DK2. I got to meet some dev teams, and that was my first intro into like conventions. I hadn't been to these like gaming conventions before. It was new to me. And so, you know, going to various conventions was a real buzz. Huge drive. I had to spend like £500-600 to get my family down there. Got the tickets for the event, whatever. And then it was great to kind of be able to, sorry, I'm in the wrong scene here. It was great to kind of be able to connect with the community and meet some people who were developers. Some developers like, Jesus, Sim, how are you, like, putting your show on so late? And I was really burning the midnight candle at that in those years. And I was doing lots of horror games, lots of Euro Truck Simulator, lots of indie demos for the first like 2 to 3 years. And that's how I then built up to be like the Twitch guy of VR at the time. I no longer am. A small dude in comparison to many others, but I'm happy with I've got a reruns channel that's 3K followers on Twitch, which I'm really proud of. I've got 11 something on my main channel, and I'm still above Oculus. And Oculus used to stream on Twitch, and my race to myself was always like stay ahead of them. So one of the things that actually happened was I think Oculus reached out to me. Yeah, they must have. So they reached out to me, and they said they were going to be streaming on Twitch. So we established a kind of relationship, and then they asked for support because they're like, oh, we haven't done this Twitch streaming thing before. Can you help? So I gathered a group of like 5 people, just like a quick admin team, all moderators and stuff like that for Twitch. And we actually ran the show on Twitch side for them and moderated while they did their live stream on Twitch. To this day, I still have moderator rights on that platform, which is funny. I'm sure they'll take that away if they hear this on video. which is fine. I don't need them anymore. It was fun to hold those moderator roles for this long. So after that point, what happened next? So I did that job for them, and there were some people I was working with at the time, a particular lady, I don't remember her name now. She moved away from Twitch after a year or two, and they said, oh, thank you so much for all that you're doing for Oculus. We want to send you a CV1. And it was like, oh, well, that's really nice. That's very cool. Thank you very much. Actually, as we were approaching that Christmas, I don't remember, what was this, 2016, I suppose, Christmas? Valkyrie. We had Oculus Home, the first build of Oculus Home, in advance of the CV1 launching that like March or whatever. And they had all these release problems. But I got access early to Oculus Home, so that was cool. And then they're like, oh yeah, we want to send your team some t-shirts and the CV1 and stuff like that. And then the Vive got announced, and I was like, oh, sweet. Well, because Oculus are going to send me a CV1, I can now afford to buy a Vive. So I bought a Vive, and then it was like, oh, CV1 was supposed to come, blah, blah, blah. That fell through. They never gave the t-shirts or the CV1 or something. So I was feeling a little bit burnt with Oculus at that stage. And I was like, feck it, whatever, it's fine. But my community actually was giving me a lot of donations at the time on Twitch, because Twitch is that way. They're very much like support each other. It's a little bit more that way than YouTube is by default today, which is fine. And again, you know, I'm not in this for the money. So they actually I got enough in donations to get two things. And this is where I felt really good. So getting my steering wheel, I don't remember the order in which this went, and then the Oculus Rift CV1. So I bought those. And I was playing away, streaming away, all that kind of stuff. Now, there was an Oculus Connect that came up around about that time. I think it was that year. And I can remember it was the Windlands team, specifically John from Windlands, had reached out and said, hey, do you want to like come out to California this year or whatever? And I don't remember if Oculus reached out or how that matured, but in the end, they were like, I think it was the Windlands, that was the Windlands team, so it was through them. They said basically, I'll cover your ticket, you can come along, right? We can get you in the door or whatever, and you just fly yourself there, and you can stay with us in like a shared house or whatever. So that was super nice, and it like lifted a lot of expense off. I packed up, went away from the family, went to Oculus Connect. So again, that was kind of riding on developer coattails, and it's important because if I have an affinity to anyone, it's definitely developer teams who have decided that I had enough value to bring me along for an experience or whatever, pay my way for certain things. That's been fantastic. I did a little bit of contracting work for them at some stage where it was like, hey, look at an early build of Windlands 2, blah, blah, blah. Won't go into the details, but shared with them some things that I thought should change. Now, where else have we got? So, yeah, this is story time, Dark. That's exactly it. So then, blah, 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 blah. So that was kind of my first Oculus Connect. And that was Oculus Connect 4, which was amazing. It was really good. It's actually the same time that I knew Nathie already, but I met Mike, because Nathie didn't fly out that year. I met Mike and kind of took Mike backstage to meet some of the devs, right? Get him like press access, because I was there with the developers, so we had different access to other people. So I got to meet like the Red Matter devs and a few others, some BBC people who were interviewing, helped them with booth setup, stuff like that. It was really, really interesting. So yeah, so really it was the Windland devs that kind of got me my shoe in the door, right? And that's something really important. That's SideQuest Games, and I'll always have a really close relationship, I think, with that team, because they were the same team who I met at EGX that first year that I drove down from Scotland down south to Birmingham, and we went along, and it was their
Wolfgang says,
community manager.
Can you see your real keyboard in virtual desktop and work?
Can you see your real keyboard in virtual desktop and work? I would say that the resolution is like pretty hairy. If you can't touch type, I would say that you're going to have trouble because the resolution is not great. I can try it when we do a virtual desktop thing if you want. So it is story time, Yamix. Very good, thanks. So I'm just the thing is that like on F Reality, how can I put this? There have been a lot of comments, and people have been like, you know, accusing me of being super biased towards Oculus. And my response to that is really simple. I don't really give a damn if they give me bits and pieces. And I'll get to this. This is the point of my story. I'm trying to give you the whole kind of 9 yards of what I've been given, what I've bought with my own money, that kind of thing along the time. Because I think I just want to straighten that out. This is a long story. It's going to be boring for most people. But for those who want to listen to it, I wanted to finally put it out there and just tag it on the end of this video. So we're basically around the CV1 launch, right? I've gone to Oculus Connect. I met Mike. And then shortly after that, because there was a kind of podcast brewing with the VR Inside podcast. Originally had PSVR Frank on there, Nathy, Mike, and Rowdy. I had been speaking to Nathy for a couple of years. We used to kind of like hang out and just talk until 4 a.m. in the morning and stuff like this, like every 6 months, because he was the big guy on YouTube at the time and I was the big guy on Twitch. So around about that same time, and I can still remember the phone call, like I got on with Mike and Nathan, and they're like, things with Frank aren't really working out. Do you want to come on this podcast? And I said a few things. I said, I'm happy to join on some conditions. And so I said, I think your brand is terrible. We need to rebrand it. And that actually led us down the path of selecting the name and the kind of mint green, branding for F Reality, which actually my wife came up with. And then after 5 months of battling back and forth with different names, we finally settled on F Reality. Rowdy had brought it back up as an option. And it was like, cool. It's got the bite. It's got, we really, really appreciated that name. And I'm glad we put the time into it. But man, that was a feckin' hard move. Like, just go in name by name by name. I mean, the amount of names we went through, stupid. And the amount of names that we were at 3 out of 4 members of the podcast, like, happy with. And then I had to keep going. So if you're in that position, just grind away, keep going at it until everybody's happy. You'll get there, or you'll fall apart and kill each other. So we managed not to kill each other, and we probably should have. Yeah. What does the F stand for? It's purposefully left open-ended.
Curtius Brownington says, your keyboard, dude.
My keyboard? What? You think it's a shit keyboard? It's a Logitech Media keyboard, dude. This is like, so it's just slim and quiet. That's all I care. He's like,
Curtius
it's
Brownington
shit.
says, yes.
You know what's nice about this kind of keyboard? You can put it in the wash. And when you put it in the wash, it comes out clean. All your human effects gone. Nothing special about it. It'll just dry out. You're like, oh, right, very good. So I'm just curious how you ended up disliking the Vive so much, calling it trash a few times. Did I call it trash? I'll be there just in a moment. So another thing that I did was, as I said, so I started off my relationship with Oculus kind of rocky because they owed me in my eyes. And then at some stage after like 3 or 4 different contact people at Oculus, I was like, feck it, they're never going to do what they said they wanted to do. I didn't ask them for anything. They said they wanted to give it. And I was just like, just tell me you're not going to give me this thing so I can budget and go buy a CV1 myself, which I ended up doing anyway. So I did that, right? And it's just like, just please don't ever tell me that again because it caused me problems with finances. So then a couple years went by. As I said, I went to Oculus Connect, connected with people. And the following year, again, we had established the F Reality podcast and all that stuff. And then we started to broker a closer relationship with Oculus. And that year, very, very late, because again, in the first year at Oculus Connect 4, I had prepared, bought a ticket, flown to California, had a great social time with the Windlands guys. And then the next year I was like, hey, are we going to do this again? And so again, got in touch, readied, bought a ticket, all that kind of stuff. And lo and behold, like a week or 2, I think it was, or maybe a month, but it was short anyway. I was like, I'd pre-planned like 3-4 months in advance, bought my tickets, all that kind of stuff. Oculus reaches out and like, hey, we'd like to fly you to Oculus Connect and pay for your ticket. And I'm like, that's great. I've already bought it. Like, do you want to refund me? And they're like, no, we can't do that. It's like, okay, fine. I don't care. And they're like, well, we'll give you the event ticket, which was like $400 or something, So they'll just pay you for that. You get admission. So like the previous year, I went along to Oculus Connect 5. At this stage, we had F Reality running. And it was a blast. I mean, every Oculus Connect has been really good, but 4 and 5 in particular were great events. 6 less so. 6 was a bit like, but the outside stuff was fun. So at that stage, I hadn't been given any hardware from Oculus all the way up to that point, right? They had given me access to this event, which is really at no cost to them. They're like, you have a seat on the floor. But I got to see Zuckerberg walk on stage and talk about his thing, Carmack and Abrash and all those people. It was after Oculus Connect 3, so I only got in an Oculus Connect 4, which I would even self-categorize as like, this is past the OG era. People like Palmer, people like Bruce, people like Reverend Kyle, and there's so many others, right, who I know from that environment and I hang out with when I'm at Oculus Connect, but they're OG, right? They got there. I was stuck in Scotland. There's no way I could make it on my own without some of the expenses being paid by, like, as I said, my developer friends and stuff like that. So that I will always be very, very grateful. Those trips have been fantastic. Now we come a little bit closer, right? So Oculus Connect 5, done with, been there, done that thing. And then the next February, Oculus reach out and they're like, hey, do you want to come to PAX East, which is in Boston? And they're like, we'll pay for your accommodation. Obviously, you have to call this stuff out and disclaim it and all that, but you can come and see and play with like the new Quest, for example. So I actually got to be, this is one of the things that I'll always remember, I got to be a booth babe, and it was really fun. Like, I got to meet Naomi Kyle from IGN. She was there, and we got access, Rowdy, myself, Kaz and Cherry, Mike, VR Gamer Dude, Nathy, Tyriel Wood. Like, we had been kind of ring-fenced as the creators that Oculus wanted to fly in, and we still weren't Oculus partners. Oculus has this thing and Facebook, where they'll pick, like, I'll call them people like Your Average Consumer, the guy on YouTube, where they say, you've got a bunch of people who we want to target and market to. They aren't part of the original VR bubble. Can you partner with us? And obviously they're probably exchanging contracts and there's money changing hands and stuff like that. I've never been in that spot, right? Never wanted it either. So, because I've seen from the inside what they ask. I mean, there's certain things that they ask you to do, like there's certain things you can and can't say and that kind of stuff. But I've always liked to just have my open opinion, my own voice. So after the Oculus Quest was announced, and having been there, right? So you can say, like, they what was it? They paid for local cabs, they paid for hotel, they paid my flights there. So that's quite a bit, right? That's quite a bit. And then it was great. It was such a blast. Like, I partied, I met all kinds of new friends. I don't think the same thing would happen again anytime soon because of, well, the way the world is in lockdown. Everyone's like jammed into this event hall. It was fantastic. I played some old Magic stuff. It was great. So anyway, long and short of it, from some things I've skipped over. I've skipped over the Vive track, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And we'll come to the index a little bit later on. But up to that point, no hardware or anything. I've just been given event access essentially, and then flights and accommodation. So there's a few different pockets of things that have happened. I went to VRLA. VRLA was a relationship I had with the VR poker devs, which, if you're used to PokerStars, it was there for a couple of years before PokerStars was around, and PokerStars has kind of killed them to an extent. I don't know if they're still successful, but definitely PokerStars is like the big name now, which is hard to see because they were the originals and they ran great tournaments, great events. And of everything that I've done that would bias me, I think it is my relationship with VR Poker. The reason is because they flew me at like 48 hours notice from Scotland to Los Angeles to play poker with and host a Twitch stream with Phil Hellmuth, who is a multimillionaire poker player, really cool guy, who ended up, after the 2-day gig that I helped them put on, and sat alongside with Phil, and it was like dream come true. It was like, holy shit. As they were wrapping up and returning like TVs and stuff that they'd bought to Best Buy, I was like a free agent. So I just had the balls, and I walked up to Phil, and I was like, hey, Phil, you doing anything? You want to catch dinner or something? And he's like, oh, well, I just got to check, see if my plane's going to come. His plane was delayed, and he's like, well, I know this place called Catch across LA, and a friend of mine owns it, you want to come with me? So all the devs, I felt really bad, but I was like, I'm not missing this opportunity. Like all the devs stayed there, they were tidying up and stuff, and I took off with Phil. And so I'm in a cab, and I've got the whole thing even recorded, I'm sure. Like I'm in a cab with him for like 45 minutes in an Uber. We get to catch. There's all like it's one of these places you show up and it's just like all these like leaves on the walls and stuff like that. It's just like super cool energy. I'm just like, holy shit! I'm in my Zim gear and we're walking into a restaurant. Like I'm totally like, I think it's the blue shirt I had, probably with these pants and the glove and everything. And like we're walking into this like designer restaurant where everything's super expensive. And they like want to take our coats or whatever, and they check my bag or my stabilizer, you know, whatever that I use for my camera. This thing, I'll show you here. This, I love walking about with this when I'm in other places. So there you go. There's a better view of it. Yeah, that's my stabilizer. I know it looks like a little miniature gun. It's not a gun. It's you'll have seen this before. It's like a gyro. Looks like that. Yeah, that's that equipment. So I usually walk around with that hanging off of me. And we go up this restaurant, and the guy, he like, no joke. So Phil, he buys me dinner. It's like $350 for dinner or something like that. And then the champagne was, I don't know how much it was in total. It was like 450 quid for dinner, right? Like it was nuts. We ate this like seared beef stuff, and surrounding us was all like up and coming LA young hot things. And there's Zim sat with Phil Hellmuth in this restaurant, and we're talking about our wives, and we're just eating sushi and stuff or whatever. Fucking insane. Insane. I liked your PAX East video. One of the reasons why I upgraded to Rift. Oh, thank you, MX. I love the Rift S. Great, fantastic. Great display on it. So that was a dream. That was like, holy shit. And then I ended up flying home, and I was like, happy out. Dream come true, blah, blah, blah. That was VRLA. Back to Oculus. Okay. So I'll complete the Oculus loop because that's the one that most people are interested in, because I'm like heavily biased for Oculus, right? So what else? Oculus Connect 6, I think is probably the next thing. Is it? Quest? I'm trying to think here now. Yeah, that happened first. So I think Oculus Connect 6 happens, and then essentially Oculus got in touch, or was this the year before? I'm getting my timeline a little bit mixed up here. It was after PAX anyway. We played with the Quest, and then eventually they reach out. Quest becomes open for pre-orders. I immediately buy a 128 gig one. I'm like, definitely getting this. And then after the fact, I remember Oculus, they're like, we'd like to send you one. I'm like, okay. And there were some conditions with it. Obviously, you had to call out that you'd been given it or something. That's normal, right? If you're given something, keys for a game or access or whatever it is, free stuff. And so when I've used the same strategy with Oculus both times. I've bought my own equipment because I was hyped for it on my own basis, and I paid full price for that. And then they've shipped me, I think they shipped me an Oculus Go case, an Oculus Quest case, I don't remember, or if they did. I think they just sent me the 64 gigabyte Quest, which I gave to my wife. I'm like, that's great. You know, here you go, honey. Gift from Oculus. And that was that. So then I had my own Quest. I didn't have to divulge anything because it's the Quest I bought with my own money. And I'm like, I'm going to use this one. And I have to this day. That's the Quest I use. And then very similarly, I guess a year and a half later, right, Oculus reach out and they're like, hey, we want to send you Quest 2. And this is after I've purchased the Elite Strap, the Quest 2 256 gig, and the case, right? And those are still coming. Just like all of you consumers, I paid for that. That's £500 out the bank, right? Paid for that. They've actually taken the money for that now, and that's on its way. I don't know when it's going to show up. But the Quest I've been playing with tonight, and I'll be playing with for the rest of the week, this guy's from Oculus, Facebook, right? So, great little headset. Thank you very much for sending it to me. Again, this will become my wife's, you know? That's just the way I tend to run these things. Yeah. Watch your stream with Phil Hellmuth. So crazy. He's such a legend, the poker brat. He's awesome, Rob. I really liked it. And the thing is, we had a relationship maintained even after that. Like, I helped him push one of his mobile apps on Twitch, and he did a stream. I did a stream walkabout with him in his house. Like, he loves bragging about his stuff. It's so funny. But like, I just felt so cool. And then I still owe Phil like 50 pounds or something, $50. I lost a bunch of like small bet poker matches to him on this app, right? And it ended up in his favor. So, I think it's only 10. I think it's $10 I owe him. It's something ridiculous like that. So, so far from Oculus, I've basically gotten, I think it's worth saying, yeah, that's the hardware. The Go is mine. I've actually bought 3 different Go's. I bought a Go for me. I bought a Go. Karen and I agreed to buy a Go to kind of help support a game that we were trying to push at the time, which was called Intermission. Those of you who are from my Twitch days will know what Intermission is like. It's just a text-based chat game that we used for the Reruns channel and later grew a little bit bigger than we initially thought it would. And then a third Oculus Go was for my wife Karen, and we did some Oculus Go stuff together. So I think that's probably it, unless they sent me a Go. They might have sent me a Go. I'm trying to remember. I've at least bought 2 Go's, and I think they sent me one. I think that's how it worked. So a Go, a Quest, and now a Quest 2. That's what Oculus has sent me. Now, in terms of what I've given to Oculus, again, they ship me out. I always believe in giving back. If someone's going to do something for you, do something for them. So for instance, when they brought me and a bunch of other people out to PAX, some things didn't go so well with that in terms of their setup, their layout. So what I did was I collated feedback from all the different content creators, and I tend to do this, try to be a collective source, brought all the feedback together, presented it to them in a feedback document so they could internally review that and determine what their landscape would look like for future events. Things like acoustics for recording, a whole bunch of different things. And I had inputs from all the usual names you're expecting. So I have a really good close bond with a lot of the community. And it's interesting. I mean, you have to ask yourself the question in terms of bias, like where you sit. I'm focused on Oculus right now. I will come back and revisit Vive in just a second. But like I still remember, and some of you will know, there was a guy called UK Rifter, Chris, who was involved in the early days. He was kind of a YouTuber guy. Then he flapped between YouTube and Twitch before kind of
Pablo
burning out.
Gutierrez says, when you are in the Guardian setup, what happens when you cover one camera?
Juan, let me try that tomorrow. Can you remind me tomorrow and I'll give it a shot? I've run the thing out of battery now, so I would rather come back. So, question, if Valve started sending you free stuff, would you give that to your wife too? Lol, cold. So, Karen doesn't need the Quest 2 cough buck. Cute. So what was I saying? So we were talking about basically the Oculus stuff, yeah. So I think that's important for me, right? When they send me stuff, like I haven't really used it. I've kind of used it to allow myself to pivot because there's no way I would have bought 2 Quests, right? That's a lot of money. That's 800 pounds. And actually one thing I would just, let me go back to Vive for a second, okay? Because I'm jumping around a little bit here. So the Vive, I paid for the Vive. I got a big donation. A guy sent me 500 pounds to my Reruns channel, who was in a job of like the oil industry. I'm trying to remember the gentleman's name. I got a few other big donations. Stuart, you were one of them. Dave, my mod, was one of them because they were fighting for what we used to call Zim points, a point system that I used to have on Twitch. It was silly. They were really big and well-thanked donations. So that helped me get the wheel. It helped me get the Vive. When the Vive box showed up, it was like, whoa. And then Angry Joe Show reached out to me and was like, Zim, you seem to be the #1 dude on Twitch for VR. You should be a partner. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not a partner yet, Joe. And he's like, but do you want to do a video for me? And I was like, sure. So I did a video for him. Embarrassingly, I mocked some Texans in the intro to the video. I didn't know he was Texan. Do your research, Zim. And then I did a kind of a serious part. And he gave me that feedback. He's like, drop the first bit. But the serious part of the review was pretty good. So I did a fabricated review at a time. I wasn't really doing any video uploads or whatever. And that video got 180,000 views on YouTube, right? On Joe's channel. And so I brought in a bunch of people from Joe. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Baggy, did you come from Joe? Something like that. Oh yeah, I was talking about Rifter. The point I was going to mention about Rifter is, we definitely had different opinions, and for whatever reason, we ended up falling apart in terms of kind of being friends, because we used to have our friends meet up at places like Rezzed in the UK, another UK convention. But he had this view. He said, like, if you're doing content creation, like, you shouldn't ever, like, what was it? You shouldn't ever earn money for it or charge for it or something like that, which I don't agree with. I tend to be a little bit capitalist in my views, but it's like, if it's your time and a dev really wants you to foot something, then there you go. For those of you who are devs out there who are wondering, actually, because I've held the same rates when I charge for stuff, I very, very, very rarely have a developer who's like, hey, Zim, I want to pay you for this thing. And what I mean by that is, usually if they say, Zim, I want to do work with you, I will say, look, if you give me a key, I will find the time to fit you in. I follow through on about 8 of 10, I would say, on average of those. So developers, generally speaking, as you know, I do indie nights and stuff like that. I try to support them by showing their stuff. It's great entertaining value, even if it's not a great game or whatever. It's got flaws. You know, that's our show. So those are the kind of the aspects of like, from a conscious bias perspective, if you've been given something, do you all of a sudden have an affiliation towards it? So, okay, let's talk about the other people who've given me stuff over the years. Okay, ForceTube. ForceTube, these guys, when they were initially trying to push the ForceTube, which is this like awesome piece of equipment, I basically rallied the F-Reality guys and I said, like, guys, we got to get them over the line, or at least give it as much of a push as we can. This device is awesome and all that kind of stuff. We actually did an advertising deal, so it wasn't like free. This was part of a deal that we did with Onward for advertising on the podcast, and they said, we'll get you each a ForceTube as well. So they did. This thing's awesome. It's about 400 pounds to get one of these, and then the mag cups and stuff and all that together. It's expensive, and it's very niche in terms of what you use it for. It's badass. Do I think it's got a real good market right now? No. Give it a little bit of time to mature, and I think that this device is really, really cool. So just wanted to say, those are one, guys. What about VR cover? I should have brought it in, but I literally have a hanger full of this many. I'm talking like a stack of VR covers, this many. They've given me, I think, about 6 or 7 CV1 covers, DK2 covers, Go covers, Vive replacement, foam, feckin' loads of stuff. Like, I've gotten 6 massive care packages from Malaysia from VR cover. So if anybody's bought me out, feckin' VR cover, but I love their stuff anyway. To this day, have I paid for a VR cover product? I actually haven't. They've always sent me stuff. So thank you, VR cover. I appreciate it. But yeah, totally willing to buy it as well. I love that stuff. I'm right now, I'm just like, I want to protect my Quest. Can I please have a VR cover immediately? Because I really want that. But they're not available for purchase just yet. So I'm kind of antsy. So, what else? What else? SciBust. Some of you have seen my, I'd show it to you. It's a head. All right, I'll show it to you. Because, feck it, we're doing this thing anyway. It's a head that you mount stuff to. And this came through the post. Let me see if I can show you this without destroying anything. Right. So this guy, it's just a mount head for units. This thing cost me, it was like, I don't know, 150 or 200 shipped from Canada to me. The guy got in touch and he's like, hey, I want to send you one of these. I'm like, sure, send me a gray one. And so we did, and it stuck in, and I ended up paying 80 quid in import duty on this thing to get it. So I didn't get it for free, but I did get it at a reduced rate. SciBust, really nice, really like quality model. Looks like I cut off the head of a mannequin. I love it. It's a really nice little stand. Would I have paid 150 pounds for it? Would I have paid 80 pounds for it if I would have known it would have charged me that coming on across the border? No, but it's a nice thing to have. That's another thing that I got. I thought it was from a wig shop. Yeah, there you go. What else? The amount of cups and devices that ForceTube have sent me. I mean, they've sent me loads of these like various peripherals. He keeps sending me different bits. Thank you so much. I think it's because I've supported them so much. It can't be worth this while in terms of how much it costs to send me and manufacture this stuff and give it to me, given my current size and reach. For people like Mike and Nathi, I can see why that makes sense. I'm so much smaller, and I kind of feel bad accepting, but the guy Borin who sends these, I really appreciate it. And to be honest, I'll sing his brand to the end of the day. I think it's a really cool product. It's very well designed. And if you want a stock, I can't think of a better one. 40 quid for a nice little cheap stock for your Quest or whatever makes a hell of a difference. You don't need necessarily the ones that have the shoulder fitting, whatever that's called. Buck will help me because he's a military guy. But that's the way that is. Christ, ProTube sent me a Pro Saber. Nice, Buck, nice. They sent you a Pro Saber. So, I knew that, actually. Why am I acting as if I'm surprised? Stu was fighting me for points, not Dave. Oh, it was Stu and Baggy. That was it. And you came from Joe. So the Vive, the other thing I was going to say about the Vive. I loved my Vive. I really did. It just was more difficult to use. I couldn't really use it in this space. You guys know this. The space that I'm in right now is a little bit restrictive. If I drop these screens, the room is bigger, and I was using it in here in the bigger room capacity before getting into green screens. The reason I got into green screens, just in case you're interested, is we were originally going to do a podcast 2.5 years ago or something, where we were all against green screens and kind of like behind like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 look. And we ended up deciding not to do that. We thought that it wouldn't look very good. There are some podcasts, VR podcasts out there, like I think, is it the Rendered Reality guys or the ones who do the coffee in the morning setup? Steve XM and can't remember the other guy's name. They have a really slick looking setup. That's kind of what we were imagining about 2 years earlier. And it's why I ended up getting one of the green screens and inevitably the second one, which I like, but it's also the bane of my existence. So aside from that, Vive. So the Vive people reached out and they actually sent me, after I bought my Vive, they sent me from, I think it was Washington, where it shipped from. They sent me a deluxe audio strap. So they have sent me gear as well. That's worth about 100 quid. And I'm still holding on to it. I haven't sold that just yet because it still might be useful for Quest or something like that, Quest 2. Maybe my wife would use it, for example, if we had a way. I can't remember you constantly slamming your hand against your desk when you were using the Vive, particularly during that Paint FPS that came out. Yeah, absolutely, Baggy. I was doing that loads. So look, the Vive wands, I'm annoyed at the Vive wands, and actually the touch controls, the VR motion controls of a system really matter. I've since sold them off. I still have the original Vive in a box, but it's just so much equipment. It was really great build quality at the time. The controller's degraded. I wouldn't recommend picking up a secondhand Vive. And today, the Vive visual, fidelity is just so low. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to buy anything like that, like when there's a Quest 2 sitting on the table. Unfortunately, and it's very, very clear what they're doing, and I've spoken about this really openly. Oculus has underpriced this headset so aggressively. How can you go for anything else? I don't understand. The screen on this is feckin' amazing. So look, I know some of you will maybe appreciate after this story, or I hope you will, that I'm a fanboy, but I'm like an original fanboy. Like I was a fan of the DK1, it blew my socks off. I fell into the DK2, that was my first headset. Great headset, really clear lenses. Went into the CV1 because I was working with Oculus. They asked for my support, we did it. Burned me a little bit because they didn't follow through on devices. I consider that debt definitely paid. My team didn't ever get their t-shirts that we were supposed to get at the time, which I was coveting. If you remember the original Oculus Eye t-shirt, I really wanted that. But I've been at parties that Oculus have sponsored, so there's been food and drinks. There's been, you've seen us wear, a jersey or the Time Is Now base layer that they gave us at Oculus Connect 6. So look, they've been very giving with that stuff. Some hardware, as I said, I think it's 3 headsets maybe that I've had from them. So I have been given equipment from them. I haven't been given a Vive set. Just to clarify for those who think that I've gotten a G2 from HP, I haven't. I didn't ask them for that. And actually I caveated when they put their message campaign together. And I said that alludes that, I've gotten a G2. And they're like, no, we think it's clear enough. I was like, fine, ship it. So they did, and that got people confused. Windows MR I've never tried. Oculus Link at this point I've never tried. I will do that this week. And what else? PSVR. I've just bought all that equipment myself. So the other thing that I can say is, in terms of like breaking even, like I think I'm probably one of the only VR creators, certainly who's in this game for this long, who hasn't really made, I mean, I've made some money, but I've spent a lot more than that. It's like been a, you know what I mean? Like I've not broken even of my technology outlay cost into VR. Streams cost me more than they earn me. A lot of people are in this for the money because YouTube, you can get some good money if you focus on the right thing, focus on the audience, grow your audience, all that kind of stuff. That doesn't excite me. That's not the reason I'm doing this. I do this because I really appreciate the technology. I love the headsets, and every time I think like, all right, maybe it's time for me to go, something new comes and it excites me.
31 says, can you lend me a tenner?
No. Not at all. Mame says, I make about $100 per month on YouTube. It's basically nothing compared to the work. Mame, I can tell you, my money on YouTube, which I've never cashed out, it's just sitting in my account, is it's about $50 a month, I think, is what I get. Streams don't perform well on YouTube, but at least it's discoverable and people can find me and they can come, hang out if they want. Mame you were one of the people. I just watched the G2 vid today. It's not clear at all. Yeah, Troy, it totally isn't. How can someone self-defined as a fanboy in any meaningful way be unbiased? I'm not saying I'm unbiased. That's the point. So I'm saying that I don't believe I've got a fishhook in my mouth from Oculus in terms of them giving me equipment, because it hasn't really directly benefited me. The social stuff, in other words, having a family of VR creators who've come together like family, like on 3-4 occasions internationally, those parties are amazing. But I don't attribute that to the hardware that then I'm playing with at home. Like, it's not a direct link. Like, I'm really grateful. It's the same thing like the Arizona Sunshine devs, the Vertigo Games devs. They reached out to me and they paid for, again, my flight and my travel costs to get to their party so I could hang out with them and a bunch of other VR creators and help, promote their event and support it and stuff like that. In return, they wanted me to create a video, and I did. I didn't have any specific things around it. I just created it. It got like, 500 views or something. It wasn't mega because I don't generally create videos. But it was like, yeah. And they were good to work with. I would love to work with them again at some stage. Those are the kinds of things that I've had. It's been a fantastic journey. I'm thankful every time someone decides, hey, Zim, we like what you do. And I love in particular when it's because of the kind of creator that I am, not because of the numbers. Because the numbers to me are it's just a popularity contest. I've never really put a lot of effort into trying to get more. I don't do giveaways. I want organic growth. I want real people here who want to hear from me and who are interested in my charisma and the entertainment that I put on. And it should be that you show up to a show and you don't know what you're going to see on any given night. That's what I'm trying to do. So aside from that, let's talk about the index for a second because it's an important topic. At the same time of the Quest and the Rift S coming out, in that same week, I first paid for an index, then I paid for a Rift S and a Quest, like the 128 model that I said. And then I did the math and I sat down with my wife and I said, you know what? For the money, I get a wireless headset and a tethered headset for the same money, actually less money than the index. Like, I like the index, but I was like, at that time I hadn't tried one. And I was like, I can't justify it to have another, equivalently the Vive. Because at that stage I had my CV1, I had the Vive in that room. I was using it like 1 in 10 or 1 in 20 times. And that's still the case today. The Vive has sat in a box. It will continue to sit in a box. And I'm not the kind of person to flip between 6 different headsets. It's the same reason I haven't gone and bought a G2. I canceled my order after a couple of days on the index. I still stand by that because after at the Arizona Sunshine and Vertigo Games party, I was able to stay with Kaz and Cherry, again, friends that I've made throughout the kind of VR piece, and they were able to show me their index. Their index happened to arrive like around the same timing as I was staying with them. Got to try it on. Really didn't like the lens reflections in particular. Really didn't like the way that the controllers of the index controllers hold onto your hands. I found it quite uncomfortable. And as a streamer who needs to just pick up and drop the devices, you've heard this from me before, didn't like it for that reason. So if you're wondering why I don't push the index or talk about it a lot, 2 reasons. I don't have a lot of contact time with it. The only time I've used the index is probably 2 hours of contact time at Kaz and Cherry's. Since then, I have not used an index. I'm stuck up here in Scotland. No one's got an index around me. Blah, 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 right? I use my Rift S like extensively. I used my CV1 extensively to the point where my like human fabric and DNA is part of that headset. The index has an incredible audio solution. So the G2, when I heard from Tyrael Wood, a guy who I sat down with him and his wife, we hung out in Boston, we've had dinner, all that kind of stuff, right? Tyrael was our photo shoot guy back with F Reality when we did our first real life review. Again, he's another one of the pieces of the membrane here. Like, I trust his analysis and his reviews, his near the lenses approach, his unfathomable energy, like just into the G2, just so excited. Even now, I want a G2, but I'm not going to buy one because I've got headsets. I've got enough headsets. I don't need 60. I'm not Voodoo DE, another great guy. I like Voodoo, he's fun. But there's no reason why I need that many headsets in my life, right? It's wastage, in my opinion. I don't need to be buying that many headsets. So the thing that has frustrated me along the entire curve of all of this has been, you know, the thing that for me has really been the tough part for VR is no headset before Quest 2 have I been happy enough with. Like, I mod most of my headsets in some fashion. Like, that's a strapless, right? The top strap of that was bothering my hair, so I took it off of it. I had to put a cable wrap on that to make sure that wasn't dropping and dragging to a funny degree. The index has the same thing, by the way, a funny cable drop slightly to the left, which I don't like. The lenses on this are great. The form factor is kind of weird. This little blue light sucks. It makes you look like an idiot version of a Cylon. The build quality isn't fantastic compared to their previous headsets. That's the Lenovo Pair headset, but still it's the best thing that I've had so far. I think honestly it might still be my desktop headset. If I had the money and I wasn't trying to plan a move to Canada, then I would consider, you know, doing something with the G2. But for now, I don't have the money. I'm still running on a 1080. Like, I just don't have the discretionary income when I need to save for a very expensive move. Moving a dog, a big dog, 2 cats, 3 kids, a wife and me, and all of our stuff all the way over. Like, it's a big deal. Hey, Ninth, how we going? This is the first headset. Like, I keep talking emphatically about this, and I will continue. And you can call me a fanboy. You can call me biased. You've heard my story now. That's fine. I like Oculus equipment. I thought the CV1 was so sleek. Like, they came out, it had the Xbox controller, had the headset. I thought that they were making the right pitch. I never agreed with the 180. Like, room scale was definitely the thing that was there. And room scale has evaporated in such a annoying way. Like, we wanted room scale. Bring it feckin' back. But the stuff that I've played with the original Quest, like the 3v3 stuff in Dead and Buried equivalent, we were running around a warehouse. Warehouse scale VR is so amazing in wireless headsets. And that's what this guy gives me. It gives me the tetherless freedom. The virtual desktop part is a huge piece of that. We'll do that. We'll do a focus stream on that tomorrow. But so far, Quest 2 right now is easily my best all-around headset. Easy to sell to somebody. Nice, tidy, small box. Thank you, Oculus, for sending it to me. I'm so glad I've got a 256 version coming, because this thing is just like, it's very simple for me. I really like it. Now I need to spend some attention on chat, because I've been trying to keep in my head for a few moments there, just to kind of stick to what my story is, and that's why probably I'm not doing direct eye contact either here a little bit. You're moving to Canada Stan. Yes, Canada Stan. Thank you. All right. Mame's saying pre-ordered CV1 and Vive, sold CV1 without opening it. Without opening it. Okay, so that sounds like the opposite of me, Mame. Me too. I moved from PC VR to Quest 2. I think my Quest 2 will be the jack of all trades and I'll sell my Rift S. Yeah, see, that's what I think. That's what I think is it. Let's see. I have an Index and Rift S. Index is better, but Rift S is better value. And the value for me, like, I've always been that way. You know what I mean? Don't have Index controller bands tight, all that kind of stuff. Are they not sitting in a box because you don't have free access to Steam games? Bull, who has free access to Steam games? Nobody has that. I actually still play 50% of my games on Steam. I mean, you and I are the same in this capacity. Developers will send you stuff for testing. And so a lot of the stuff, I'll tell you this much. When I'm buying into VR stuff, it's either on itch or it's on Steam, because it tends to be indie stuff that I want, where I can't get in touch with the devs or whatever, and it's like 10 or 15 quid, and I'm just like, I just want to access it. I want to support the dev, play it, whatever. Like that dungeon game. That dungeon game is fantastic, really good. It says, wait, there are 2 Troys here. Oh no, 2 Troys. Hey guy, how's it going? Let's see, what do we got? If you're not too fussed by the Facebook stuff, then Quest 2 just amazes. Yeah, it is. Will you move in or with or near Rowdy? We will be in a different city, but we'll be in train travel distance, which is good. So it'd be really fun to kind of go see him. At some point, you said you were whitelisted on the Oculus platform and you mean free access to all games. Yes, Bull. I know it was a reference to that. And to be honest, that's like, it wasn't even me who arranged that. I understand the reference, and yes, that's very, very helpful. But when you're trying to cover, let's say, 40 games in 2 months or something, all it does is it reduces the barriers to being able to be unbiased in your approach. You know what I mean? Because you don't have those rose-tinted spectacles of, I paid for this, therefore it's good. And I really do feel that because of the cost, the high cost of the Index, and a little bit of the fervor around Alex, I tend to see that a lot in Index owners, where they're like, oh yeah, this is the bee's knees, and there's nothing wrong with it. And it's like, what do you mean there's nothing wrong with it? There's plenty of things wrong with it. There's the terrible effect on the lenses. The design of the headset has parts in it that are just ridiculously redundant. What's with the frunk? What's with the heat of the headset? What's with that cheap plastic panel on the front? Like, the design of the headset has problems. But let's also talk about the other side. Playing games at 144 hertz, like playing Beat Saber 144 hertz, cranking in that lens, like to your eyeballs. No other headset touches that today. No one even gets close. Not even close. Like, that's fucking awesome. So if you think I don't like Index, that's incorrect. I like Index. It's just, for the money, I got better stuff to do with that money at the moment. It's just, I always go for kind of the best value. And Windows MR, again, I haven't used it, so I can't give you an opinion on Windows MR. I just don't like the form factor. I don't like the controllers. And if there's anything syncing me away from the G2, it's just that I already have a headset that drives. So if I want to get a G2, I want to wait until it's kind of out and see their production roll. I don't fully trust HP because I'm not sure that they're going to be able to support, all that kind of stuff. One thing that Oculus has been really good about, build quality. I haven't had to return any of my gear. The only single thing that I had a problem with was when I got my original Go, and as some of you know the story, I walked outside with it in Ireland for like a minute and a half to ask Karen when she was sitting out on the lawn, hey, do you want to help me with a photo shoot? Walked back inside, and that was enough to burn the lenses. And I was kind of irate at Oculus. I said, nothing in your equipment pack tells us that the lenses in the screen are this sensitive, and they've rectified that. In the same way that when I gave the feedback, along with a few others, on the battery door of the Quest, they said they'd rectify that. Now, they didn't in the Quest original model, but they fixed it now. So they do take feedback on board. They do make changes, and it's one of the things I really like. Like the screen copy thing. Again, I can't comment on this publicly, but let's say that I've talked to people about the screen door thing, and they fixed it. And I do feel that there's a direct correlation between those two things. So that's it. That's basically my story. If you have any questions for me, please let me know. Again, my formal position is going to be this on Oculus products. I have a positive bias association with Oculus products for what they give me in terms of VR. I'm really happy with their equipment. It is, for me, the best thing you can buy with that money. You can get so many different bits. The Quest by itself, I think it's almost indisputed now. As a standalone headset, it does something that, like what the Vive did originally with room scale, it does something unique for now that other headsets need to catch up with. Or at least there needs to be a competitor. Like Facebook and Oculus need a competitor, even if it's double the money, so the people who hate the whole Facebook sell my data, stop scanning everything I do, they've got an alternative, you know? For now, am I comfortable with Facebook and the data policies of Facebook? Absolutely not. Some of you might know, for those in the EU, I won't call myself a subject matter expert, but I know a heck of a lot about the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, because of my work, which again, I usually separate from my stream life. But it does make me uncomfortable knowing where Facebook have been and what they've tried. They're scrawling at the very borders of what should be legal. And I think that they have done plenty of things that should be illegal. And that now, thankfully, through GDPR, are in Europe, and they need to be propagated to the other markets, you know, when people catch up. So the mic on the Index is shite. I agree with that, if that's what you guys are saying. The Quest controllers splitting are an issue with the number one. Yeah, the Ring, for instance, that is a problem on the first one. That's pretty weak. They're definitely more robust on the next ones. These are thicker, feel more robust. There is still a line down the center, but I will be surprised if I see this thing get cracked. I think what it would be is if you were bowling and you kind of like brought your hand up and uppercutted your desk. I think that might do it, but you'd have to do it pretty hard. But they're pretty heavy, yeah. Did I not say Rift S? Zim said negative things about Facebook business practices. You consider yourself sated. Yeah, funny. Blah, blah, blah. Index mic is shite. I didn't say that. Did I say Index? I said Rift S. Yeah. Rift S. Sorry, Rift S, not Index. No, Index is amazing. The Index mic is like the best mic. It's better than my mics. All my mics. It's crazy. Yeah, name's right. Index needs the knuckles. I still don't think that the knuckles are a good design. But that's very much a fit thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's like a fit on the hand. Like if you're comfortable with something holding your tendons in and all that, like fair enough. But the putting it on, taking it off, how it works with stocks, all that kind of stuff, it's too much faff. I don't want it. The hand tracking isn't interesting at all to me, especially when the hand tracking off of these 4 little cameras is better than any of that, in my opinion. It's just more flexible. I don't have to touch anything. I also think that hand tracking is not the way for gaming at all.
31 says, because you have small girly hands.
I don't know, small girly hands. I got medium-sized hands. In fact, what was he saying? Alex was fantastic for me, maybe because I played earlier titles just before too. Like, I think Alex was good. It's not my top in my top 3. It wasn't a disappointment for me. It was very good, but it's one of those like, oh, I had a meal. It was a good meal. Move on. Certainly better than Asgard's Wrath.
3131 says, dainty.
Yeah, fun. And I understand it, Mame. I understand it in terms of keeping that loose. One of the things, though, was because I was switching between different headsets, and because I don't... This is something that Oculus hates, okay? And I will say it because it makes total sense. From a legal perspective, as they're advertising their products, and when you're doing videos and stuff for them, they ask, and rightly so, that you have the secure loop affixed to your wrist. So you're not giving anybody bad ideas. I've never thrown my controllers. I've gotten close, but I've never thrown my controllers. And I like to just have things that I can just grip, pick up, drop down, pick up, and all that. I teach my kids the same way, and they've never thrown them. Not so far. Because I feel like if you realize that, it's up to you, then you just keep your grip on it. It's not that difficult. But anyway, that's just my religion according to Zim VR. And I didn't want to train myself that I could let go and then pick up these controllers and then start flinging them. So Index for me was like pretty obviously thing that I was happy to bypass. If there is an Index V2, I'll definitely consider it. Again, my desktop driver, let's find out tomorrow what it's going to be. You're asking me, will I try out Link with this? I don't have the official cable. This is another thing where Oculus said to me, hey, we'll send this to you. And they never did. And it's like, okay, it's fine. I actually told them, I was like, I'm not going to use it. But if you want to send it to me, go ahead. I've never had a use case for it because I'm not going to use the Quest, which is kind of front heavy, instead of the Rift S, which is a better panel to my eyes. I will use the Oculus Quest 1 long power cable. I will try that. I will also try the long kind of generic USB-C cable that I have. I don't know if it'll even work. And we're going to try both of those options. We'll do Oculus Link testing tomorrow. I'll do an Oculus Link and virtual desktop test as our Wednesday show. Okay. Zim, does your 1080 Ti adequate for recent VR games? I've only got a 1080. It's not even a Ti. And it's okay. Squadrons, it struggles. But yes, it's okay. It's coupled with an i7 4790K. See ya, Stu. The only thing that I'm going to say about the throw the controller thing is these guys, if you're going to play Beat Saber, they're the right shape. That when I was playing the other day, not in here, but when I was off camera, I was like, I need to put the straps back on. So if you're going to play games like Beat Saber, I do recommend the straps. Okay, I'm not against the straps. It's a preference thing. My friend did still manage to chuck one of the Index controllers. Yep. What? They chucked an Index controller? How does that happen? Right. Thanks for coming to my Zim talk. Exactly. Thank you. All
Dark
right.
Angel 3 says, thanks for coming to my Zim talk.
That's funny. That's funny. All right. Yeah. So maybe well, the thing is, just wait for them to fix up Squadrons. If you're having problems with other games, then maybe you can ask me or whatever. Look, guys, we've gone on a little bit. Okay. I think it's probably I'm not an overclocked wolf actually on that CPU. So look, we're going to do one of these every day. We got 5 of them to do. We've done the storage one yesterday. Tonight's one was focused on SideQuest and on hand tracking, just to show Quest 2 owners or would-be owners who maybe are just getting into VR for the first time, what are some of the stuff that they can try. If you have questions for any of the stuff, you can @ me on Twitter. I'm usually good at responding. As I said, I'm not a mega giant when it comes to this stuff, so usually you'll get through to me. We have a Discord, discord.zimtalk5.com. If you want to join us, feel free. As I said, it's not terribly busy right now, so feel free to come along. And if you have any questions or asks for me to show stuff off over the next 3 days, do so now, because I'm going to disappear after this 5-day hiatus for a little while, because I got stuff to do.
Buck 3131 says, I have a question. Can I have Karen's Quest 2?
No, you cannot. So Karen will be getting a Quest 2 all for herself. Thank you very much for those of you who have joined us tonight and all that. Nocturnal Wolf, thank you for subbing. I thought you were one of our regulars. That's funny. I thought I'd seen your name around. Thank you again, and have a great night. I will see you again tomorrow, right about the same time.
131 says, mean.
Good night, everybody. Have a great one, and I'm out of here. I hope you like the new layout, this kind of thing. We'll be back with a new background or something tomorrow, but I'm liking this layout. I think it works out well for streaming. Feedback as always, let me know. Sorry for the horrible audio on yesterday's start of the show, but hey, these things can happen. And have a great night. And that's Zim out. I gotta go get to bed, sleep myself and all that kind of thing. It's important to sleep. Well, let's do that. It's time for bed.